Yo. Man, what's happening? Hold up, hold up, dog. YouTube, you gotta post up. Post the fuck up. Give me 1 second. But raw, nigga. But raw, nigga. But raw, nigga. Yes, I said but raw, nigga.
So believe it or not,
But raw, nigga. Uh-huh.
oh, read my comment.
Hold on. What up, y'all? Oh, we got 181 people in this motherfucker. Facebook, hold on. I'm finna pull up the chat for all y'all. Facebook, I'm finna see you. YouTube, I see you right now. Twitch, I see y'all. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Y'all, I gotta shit. We gotta put this bitch out. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all though. We turned in this motherfucker. I got both my phones out. That shit crazy. Hold on. Yo, what up? What's happening right now? Some bullshit? Yeah. Yeah, man. What you got going on today? Some bullshit? We finna talk about Charleston White. Finna talk to y'all about this bullshit. This Meg Thee Stallion shit. We're gonna talk about this gun shit and some spiritual shit. You know, some bullshit. It's always ultimately gonna boil down to some fuck shit. Speak on the Ye controversy. What you talking about? You talking about with all that? You talking about the anti-Semitic stuff that what they call it. That shit funny. My boys got on Twitch. What's good, Farad? My boy Taz, what's happening? Alright, YouTube, I got y'all pulled up. Yo, my boy Blanco, 60 active on YouTube. Man, you know what the fuck it is, nigga. Hey, man, what the fuck up? I lied yesterday, bros. I didn't get on here. I ain't get back on here yesterday. I was on something. You know what I'm saying? Clickbait. I want to see the raw dog 6. Boy, you funny. I'm gonna make a video about that. It's called Dog 6. That's the whole thing. Facebook, I see y'all. Shout out to Chicago. Oh, that's the whole chat. Okay, so I can see YouTube comment. Oh, I see y'all over here. Okay. I see YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Bad. Jason J. Carpenter, what up, my boy? Chicago in here, what up? Shout out to Chicago, my boy Tazzy. Nah, I'm talking about he falls out and then Balenciaga get blasted. Not even a week later. Coincidence? I don't know, man. That shit, I don't really know about all that, about the shit that people do. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking telling. I don't know nobody that work at Balenciaga. How y'all day going, though? How the fuck is y'all day going? Where that damn Charleston White video at? What the one I want? It was one of them bitches. This shit blew me. That boy say she take 2 baths a week, so her pussy must be good. That shit fucked my head up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, but look though, bro, y'all see this shit? Who your favorite rapper? I ain't got one. I ain't got one. Oh, I see all of YouTube. Yo, what? Much love. My boy Alex. Damn, this bitch moving. Shout out from Indiana. Sending much love. Curtis Hamilton. Lil MJ. What up, my boy? OG. I see y'all all the time. Blanco. Can't talk about drugs in the chat. Real talk. Damn, what is this? Bro, Charleston White was in Fort Worth council meeting a while back talking about how Fort Worth PD let him sell man's affair for real. Man, look at this shit. Bro, Meg Thee Stallion bodyguard. Cuz went missing. Meg Thee Stallion's former bodyguard Justin Edison goes missing before he's scheduled to testify in court. Hey, I'm going to keep it a bean with you. That man didn't want to lie. That man did not. That man say, because he was supposed to testify that he said Tory confessed to him when he went back to his house to get that shit, he ain't want to lie. My man, oh, what's your Oh, that's what the fuck I was gonna tell y'all. This shit right here, fuck that. My official Blanco, you know my shit. Bro, you know my fucking, you missing by choice, man. Listen to me. Damn, this shirt just falling apart. Y'all see that? Look at this shit. The seam ripped. That's crazy. That's crazy than a bitch. This bitch just tore the fuck up just before my very eyes. Anyway, man, conspiracy theory, I don't think fucking so. I think it's just three fucking people that do not fucking want the truth to come out. And when I say three people, like we all beyond that shit. Hey yo, can you critique my music? I got you. We fall beyond that shit of did she get shot. Man, we so past that. I put that on my fucking mama. We so past that because it's clear something happened. It's clear she got hurt. What the fuck we want to know is what ain't nobody telling us. What Meg ain't saying. What the fuck Tory ain't saying. And what Kelsey ain't saying. Keep it a bean. Man, they got into it. Was at college in a house. They all had to leave. Fuck that. We get in the car. They on Meg on Tory ass, Kelsey taking her side. That's when Tory said, shit, you taking up for the bitch that's fucking me behind your back? Bam! Fight break out. They get to arguing and shit. They arguing back and forth and shit. Kelsey and Meg arguing. They leave. You know what I'm saying? She want to come. At first they had left, but she wanted to go back to fuck with Tory because she didn't want Tory to leave there. You didn't want the nigga you invited left at a bitch house. Like, damn, I invited this nigga. I get put out and he gonna stay there and fuck her or talk to her? No. So you go back. Bunch of shit start. That's when y'all get put out. That's when y'all get to arguing in the car. So everybody get to leaving. Somewhere along the lines, Kelsey and Meg get in a motherfucking fight. Kelsey about to shoot this bitch. Kelsey mad because you been taking all my niggas from me. You been fucking dudes behind my back for the longest. So they get it. She pissed off. So that when she end up getting the gun somehow about to shoot Meg. And in the midst of a struggle, Kelsey pulling that bitch. Dance bitch and Tory fighting. He done took a chunk out her head. That's why she had the hair missing in the middle. They arguing. Tory trying to drag this bitch and they tussling out in the streets. You feel me? And fucking the gun going off. Kelsey talking about dance bitch, yeah, dance bitch, and Tory trying to get the gun. So that's how he got a little gun residue. Kelsey got some. We ain't test Meg though. But the other the driver got tested, I think. So in the midst of this shit happening, shell casings end up like 8 fucking feet away in another person's yard. You feel me? Everybody like, oh shit, we just fucked up. We got too much money. Let's forget this ever happened. So they try to keep it on the low. But between then now, so that's why when they pull up, Meg don't tell the people that she don't tell the drivers. She tell them I stepped on glass. She don't tell the ambulance people I stepped on glass. Then when she get to the hospital, she tell them again I stepped on glass because she want to keep it on the low. She don't want nobody to find out that she was fucking him behind her friend back. Kelsey don't want nobody to find out that she was trying to shoot that bitch. And I ain't trying to call her a bitch, but you know what I'm saying. Kelsey didn't want nobody to find out that she was trying to do it. And Tory don't want nobody to find out that he was a messy ass nigga and he brought it up and he spilt the beans. You feel me? So all three of them want to keep them things secret. But Kelsey still don't like Meg. And Meg still hate Tory for exposing the bullshit. And Tory just don't want to go to jail. So they all keep it on the low until the next day. Meg like, fuck that, bitch. He did it. I can't come out and tell you nothing about my friend because I know what I did. But fuck that, bitch, it's on you. So she go at Tory. Then we get to court. And that's when all this shit started coming out. That's my theory. That's my conspiracy. Fuck all that. That's my conspiracy. That's my fucking conspiracy. Didn't know that Blanco, but it tracks with everything. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's crazy shit. It's always people losing the fight that pull guns. They didn't want to get killed or just injured with this shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, that's what I think happened. I feel like a nigga. Hey, we turned. How are you doing today? I love the videos. Thank you so much, my boy. I really appreciate that. Tory couldn't have been fighting for the gun. It had to be Meg because Forensic said his DNA. Wait. I know what you talking about. I know exactly what the fuck you talking about. Where that shit at? Hold on. I know exactly what you talking about right here. According to DNA experts, Tory Lanez DNA was not found on the gun used in the Meg Thee Stallion shooting. Okay, so you might be right. They couldn't have been Damn, it had to just be Meg and Kelsey. And where the fuck was Tory then? Well, he was somewhere close by. He had to be. He was engaged in some degree because I know he got too much money. Both them people rich. He don't want to just be. He don't want no motherfucker to get killed. So he was somewhere. I ain't saying he did it, but he was close. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't know if he was wrestling with them or if he was trying to break it up or whatever. But he was somewhere. He was somewhere. But he couldn't have shot that bitch 5 times. It couldn't have been Tory because if he shot that bitch 5 times, that shit would have been. You feel me? Tory Lanez leaving today after jurors heard recording of Kelsey Harris' September interview with prosecutors. Defense called that DNA expert out of order. He agreed with LAPD that DNA on the gun inconclusive as to Tory, but said would have expected conclusive for someone who fired 5 times. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you feel me? Like nah, it's you know. Hey, everybody put chicken legs in the chat, bitch. Spam them bitches. Man, you on point. Drop a chick. You know what I'm saying? He messy for certain, but he was not involved in that shooting. Real shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's all it is. That's the only reason why we getting so many lies with this shit. Because a nigga do not. Boy, we got 72 viewers on YouTube. Y'all going fucking hard. Let me see. Oh, I can see y'all over. Fuck that. I'm gonna just look right here on my phone. He might have been trying to break it up when the gun went off, and that might have been when he pulled it. Oh, so yeah, Tory most likely was trying. You right, my boy. He most likely was trying to break that. He most likely was trying to break that shit up, and he never had the gun shooting it. That's why he had gun residue on him, but his DNA wasn't on the gun. Because if I'm close by, I got a little on me. But if I'm holding it, I got DNA. So with no DNA, he had to be trying to break it up by grabbing her ass while she was like, yeah. Like, you feel me? That showed what happened. Bitch, it's over. We found it. We figured it out. Chicken legs in the chat. YouTube, y'all fucking sick. Been rocking since the TikTok days, gang, man. Hey, what's the next social media app gonna come out that we gonna fuck up on the cool? On the cool. Damn, I hope I ain't missing Twitch. My boys on. Let me switch over. Oh nah. Twitch be chilling. We don't got too many on Twitch. We be locked in on this other shit. Y'all already know. We fucks with Farad. Hey, I appreciate that. Look at my boys. Look at my fucking people. The chat fucking turned this shit. What this nigga talking about?
What do you want?
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna fucking hold you. I wanna hear.
I don't hate.
That's some good, boy.
Something that matters.
2 times a week, this nigga be saying shit, and niggas be just running with it. We chilling over here, cuz. Hey, my boy hydrated. What up? Hey, yeah, he hold it down on Twitch. He do. My boy hold it down. Y'all already know.
Outside the wild and out, and boy, that little sexy motherfucker come outside and sit outside, and boy, she's just looking at
exactly. What you say? So it was Kelsey ass allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. It was man, it was Kelsey. Allegedly. Fuck.
Jumped in the ride.
That's who did it.
And the nigga was picking up saying, hey, Charleston White. Oh, man, I watched. And then, boy, she went to smile and said, hey, be Simone.
Yeah, she's from Pleasant Grove. I'm sorry. She just revealed on the internet that she only takes baths 2 times a week.
I done did that. Boy, I damn near. I probably do it now.
Boy, that's that good. That's that pussy that got that musk smell. So say she didn't wash.
Hey, bitch, hold
up. Maybe she take whole baths. You know, you wash up under your arms, you wash your asshole, and you wash your private.
Hey, man, wash your asshole is wicked. Is wicked. Imagine going in the bathroom. And you catch the motherfucker and stuff the tile in the corner and, just scrub shit out the middle of their ass. Cause keep it a bean. Y'all ain't never took a shower and y'all ain't never took a shower even after wiping your ass till it was pink. You ain't never took a shower and wiped in your ass. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen no brown ever. Not a little. No discolor. Like you getting your booty 150% spotless when you wipe with tissue. That's a lie. I don't give a fuck how much I wipe with tissue. I feel dirty. I don't like taking shits. So, yeah, imagine a nigga going in the bathroom and just shit on the towel for a moment's whole bath. That's crazy. Hey man, shout out to my boy Kirkwood. Appreciate the super chat on YouTube, man. That bitch lit. I see it. Free Tory Lanez. Yeah! Fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. When I first started cleaning my ass, like when I would wipe my ass in the shower, I was a nasty little kid. I ain't gonna hold you. But let me change shirts. When I first started wiping my ass, bro, when I first started doing this shit, I promise you, like, it used to blow my mind. Like, I was like, damn, I used to get in the shower. My grandma bought me a loofah when I was little. I ain't never wiped with tissue good, so when I started using loofahs and shit, it used to be wild how, like, damn, this bitch kind of got shit on it a little. Like, so I used to clean my ass last, because I ain't want to do it, clean my ass, and then have to clean my body and fucking be wiping shit on my body. You know what I'm saying? I used to go through loofahs. Used to just go through them. Who else? Who said wipe back and forth, back to front, man? Booty wipes for the win. I heard you ain't supposed to flush them, no.
Yeah, you ain't gotta bathe every day. My nigga Kevin Gates say he goes 6 days without bathing. Say he don't get tired and he goes 6 days without bathing.
I don't bath every fucking day. I ain't gonna hold you though. I'm gonna just keep it a step.
Yeah.
I ain't saying you gotta bath every fucking day, but I don't know, man. Twice a week.
I bet that little pussy good, Sean. You hear me? She said she twice a week. Oh, I bet that little pussy good.
This nigga
I remember
sick.
you said real men don't take showers every day.
Nah, me and real men ain't got to bathe. I bathed today, but I didn't bathe yesterday. I wore the same clothes twice because I had this little chick from Toledo, Ohio.
Hey, hold up. Hey, do not. Hey, my boy Hydrated on Twitch. He say even flushable wipes ain't flushable. Just clean your hole. Hey, real talk. Fuck that. Hashtag wipe your hole. That's what everybody, if you willing and you ain't scared, hashtag wipe your hole. Stop being scared to wipe your ass with fucking with tissue or wipes or tissue, and then stop being scared to wipe your ass in the shower. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop cleaning them cheeks on the outside. Stop bullshitting. Get between the mountains. Fuck that. You playing them games, man. Niggas is scared. Niggas scared to clean their ass because they're like, get in there. Niggas be letting that shit turn to butter and fucking and them fucking hard skin flakes. The key to a clean crack is to douche with water. Man, I promise I do use water. I poke a hole in the top of a bottle. Like when I wipe after I take a shit, I like poke it. I appreciate that super chat too, bro. I put a hole in the top of the bottle, and then for when I get done shitting, I squat and then squirt the water on the top of my ass till it go down, and then I wipe with tissue to get a little moisture, and then I flush that shit. But I still wipe my ass in the shower. Stop playing. Stop. Nah, niggas ain't. What am I doing? Oh, here you go. Niggas ain't really doing that shit. Niggas is just wiping the outside of their ass, man.
To the little lady, Miss Rag, the Riches out of Toledo,
stop
Ohio.
bullshitting.
So, I don't bathe every
I'm
day,
telling you,
son.
cuz them wipes ain't it, man. Real shit. Like, man,
That's how my mama used
I used to
to
use them till they told me that them bitches fuck up them bitches fuck up the
must be
system,
depressed.
the pipe system, septic
But
tanks
I
and
learned
shit.
to be happy. As long as I'm happy, I'm on.
Hashtag wipe your
As
hole.
soon as something in life hit me, and I'm going through.
Hold on.
depressed,
Wait, watch
off
this
it.
shit. Watch this.
I wore the same clothes twice because I had.
Listen.
Oh, I bet that little old pussy good.
I remember you said real men don't take showers.
I'm gonna say what the fuck.
Nah, me and real men ain't got to bathe. I bathed
This
today.
nigga crazy.
But I didn't bathe yesterday. I wore the same clothes twice because I had this little chick from Toledo, Ohio. Shout out to the little lady, Miss Rags, the Riches out of Toledo, Ohio. So I don't bathe every day, son. Nigga, I only bathe when I'm feeling good. Yeah, mom. That's how my mama used to tell. Boy,
What
you
up,
must be
Kissinger?
depressed. Yeah, motherfucker, funky and musty be depressed. But I learned to be happy. And long as I'm happy, I'm on bathe. But soon as something in life hit me and I'm going through something, I might not bathe for 2 days. Or if I'm just too happy, and I'm feeling good, and I got on some brand new clothes, and I want a motherfucker to see me.
This nigga tripping.
People ain't seen me in these clothes. Fuck bathing. Yeah, fuck bathing, nigga. I bathe after everybody see.
I'ma keep it a stack. Look, bro, I bath when I shower when I feel dirty. That's all. Like that's all. When I feel dirty, like shit, you can't feel dirt on your fucking skin. Like y'all ain't never just looked clean, but felt like, yeah, this ain't it. Like I can just, it's like I feel like I got an extra layer. You know what I'm saying? I shower when I feel dirty. Like, and that don't take long. I feel like a motherfucker. I don't know, man. Going. I don't know. I just feel like 3-4 days without a shower, depending on what you doing. If you just staying in the house, you ain't sweating. Now, if you got nuts, then that's different. Cause come on, man, we get butter on our balls. Like, come on, bro, you just can't let nuts sit for 4 days. Like, they don't do good. They just don't. And I can attest. You ain't never had to just wipe and then, ooh, and them bitches smell like power lines. Like, my nigga, no. Nah, just like, nah. I just feel like, me personally, for me, I don't know. I'm just, I don't know what the fuck is there's something going on if I ain't showered in 3-4 days. Like, there's a lot. Either I'm just in the crib and ain't nobody here and I just don't give a fuck. Like, I just chose to not give a fuck, or I'm being lazy or something. Cause a motherfucker faking is gonna wash them nuts, man. Like, you gonna have to. And when it come to women, like, they be leaking shit. So it's like, you can't, hard water buildup ain't gonna help them walls.
I think everybody.
This nigga
everybody
charged the
like that. I
crazy
think
though.
Rappers are like that, but rappers put on this front to where they don't wear the same shoes twice.
Now let's stick to bathing. Some of these niggas, we ain't go distract. You ever go some day without bathing? You bathe?
Yeah,
I have.
Now I'm gonna bathe after every shit. Now if I shit, I'm gonna bathe.
Oh yeah, see what I'm
But I
saying?
don't shit every day.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I
Hey,
don't
but
shit
that's
every
crazy.
day.
That's why you supposed to shit every day though. So I don't know. Your bowel supposed to shit every day. Laugh my ass on. Blah, blah. Yeah, man, ball butter. Hey, shout out to my boy with this fucking super chat. You have to douche until the water squirts clear. This nigga funny. Hey, why the water in the bottle though dirty if I'm spraying it on my ass? Hey, I got you though. I got you. That shit funny.
Your nigga that shit every day got to bathe.
Yeah.
Let off the smell,
Yeah.
especially if you got a little weight.
I'm not about to, bro. It's rare you gonna catch me take a shit and not hop in the shower. Like, nah, I don't shit every day, but I should. You supposed to. That means something ain't right. But nah, when you shit shower. That's how I go. Shit shower. Unless you want ball butter. Shit shower. Fuck.
The ass behind you. A big ass motherfucker got to bathe. Motherfucker with a big ass, them hoes with them big round ass and them big old booties, they got to bathe. Them niggas with them big round asses and them big old booties, they got to bathe. Yeah, but a little bit of nigga like me.
Yo. Yo, he ain't wrong. You right, but what the fuck?
Me with that small ass, that don't sweat too bad. I really can go 3 days without bathing, Sean. Don't let me have a bunch of money in my pocket. Yeah, I might go 3 days without bathing. I got a bunch of money.
That chick hit shit. Ain't
Yeah, I remember one time he was on live.
bitches don't care about smell when that account look right. They'll look past it, man. Here, put this on. Spray the shit on a nigga.
Listen, I just put this on today. Now I'm bathed, nigga. I'm freshly clean. I got lotion on my body. I put lotion on my feet in between my toes, and even rub some lotion on my booty cheeks so my ass ain't ashy. So I'm fresh. I'm talking about this the freshest a nigga can be. But guess what? Man, nigga paid me $1,000 to wear this. Nigga, I said, man, I'm gonna at least get 3-4 words out of it in a
Them
month's
big
time,
booty
right?
niggas
So
got the
that's what I
babes.
did
That
too.
boy
So
stupid.
I
They
might
say
well
you,
go
hey,
3-4
man, my
hours
boy
out of it
freaking
before
in the
the day I
bitch.
put
What
it
the
on.
fuck? Hey, he right
Other
now.
than that, I'm gonna breach the contract. So nigga, I'm gonna wear this motherfucker at least. For one, you gonna for sure see me on this motherfucker on tomorrow. So just know tomorrow I ain't bathed. I'm gonna have getting bathed tomorrow. So just know when y'all see me tomorrow,
Shit shower
or
shade,
whenever this
nigga.
motherfucker release, the next day,
Nigga.
he's nasty. He ain't bathed.
Nigga, done with that nigga. That shit crazy. What the fuck? Hey. Oh, man. Boy, I promise to God. I want to see this. What are you saying?
Bigger is better? No way. I like them short.
Nah, man, because I want to tell y'all something about Charleston White. YouTube, y'all done seen it. Facebook, though, I want to tell y'all something about my boy White, man. I got to find that damn video. But it's crazy because when you hear niggas say certain shit, like, it ain't like, watch this, man. What that shit at? Hold on. Let me find that shit. Hold on. But then if you have to take multiple shits though, you might as well wait till the last one. Real shit. Yeah, I swear. Yeah, man, it's all perspective, bro. It's gonna be unique. Did the ad just say did that ad just say ball butter? I hope not. What the fuck? Boy, you funded in the bitch. YouTube, I ain't missing y'all, man. I'm seeing. That's what I literally just got done doing. Shit, shower, and fucking stupid. But y'all niggas goofy, boy. Hey, I like how it's just us in this bitch. I fuck with this shit. Let me find that video though, fam. I want to find that damn video, man. All these niggas be saying shit that I don't really do much critiquing, but I always know the person I was. Of course, you know who you was every day before right now. And I know the nigga that I was every second of my life before this very moment right here. And if I look at that person, if I probably start from 2016 and go on back until I was born, that whole nigga right there, half the shit that people be saying, like, that I be just watching on the internet, I be like, my nigga, man, why my shit so far over? It's supposed to be right there. Half the shit, I be like, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just be like, damn, what the hell? Like, watch this. Let me find this nigga, man. Let me find this damn video. Where the fuck is it? I want to hear this shit. Watch this. Let me see. I be interested, man. I'm gonna show y'all what I do. This what I do. This what I do on a regular.
You don't think there's a different way to spread the message?
I don't mean not about God. Because you spread
Ain't
your
no cap.
See,
That money not
talking
gonna
about
make the
homie,
stank
that ain't
leave.
got no God. That's an ideology. Because God is intimate.
D-Way, but you
You're telling me
stupid.
about your personal experience.
What'd he say?
Your personal knowledge, your own personal
Shout out to my
and
boy
I'm
for that
supposed to
super
take
chat
you
too.
as a
I just
religious
seen it.
leader?
You have to. Oh, he already
You
said that.
man.
Yeah, that boy crazy.
Because
That boy going
each and every one
wild.
of
I
us as
squirt
human
tea
beings,
tree
we
mint
got a
wash
sinful
into my ass,
nature. We got a
and this
desire.
boy crazy.
We all got a perversion.
Hey,
We
you
all
wicked.
got something, nigga.
Fuck that. I want to hear this. Listen to this.
Personal experiences, your personal knowledge.
I want to hear this shit. Come on. Let's react to some shit,
You don't
nigga.
think there's a different way to spread the message?
I don't mean not about God. Because you spreading your idea. See, anybody talking about God, homie, they ain't got no God message. That's an ideology. Because God is intimate. You're telling me about your personal experiences, your personal knowledge, your own personal reading, and I'm supposed to take you as a religious leader? You man. Because each and every one of us as human beings, we got a sinful nature. We got a desire. We all got a perversion. We all got something, nigga, that we do under the eyes of God, if there is a God.
Shout out to my boy Peyton on Twitch. Yeah, bro, you know what it is.
We all got something in our nature that goes against God. Every man, even a religious man, he jack his. He like the. He is something about any mother man alive or dead. So don't come telling me about no God, man, when you just as dirty as I am. You just in secret. The rabbi, they like the boys in the hat, suck babies. They got something, nigga. So don't come telling me about God, mother. I don't know who. So I don't want to hear about your God. Show me. Show me. And can't nobody show us, homie. Because one thing I know that when it's time to die, everybody's scared.
Man, nigga, hold up. Hey, see, boy, I'm telling y'all, I ain't saying I agree or disagree with this, but what I'm gonna tell you is what he just said. He was like, show me. Can't nobody show me. And when everybody, and fuck that, I ain't gonna
show us God. Show me.
Listen, watch this.
Show me. And can't nobody show us, homie. Because one thing I know that when it's time to die, everybody's scared.
Man, I promise to God, watch this. I'm finna show you something. Fuck that. Watch this shit. See, what he's saying when he say show me, that is a byproduct of the ignorance of the word. Not him. That is a byproduct. Oh, look at us right here. We about to jump on my own shit. That is a byproduct. Hold on. Wait, watch this shit. Cause we finna keep watching it. But I want to show y'all this. Hey, YouTube, chat. Hey, y'all already saw this shit on YouTube. Hold on. Wait, let me run back. This video right here. Man, look at this. Here's a clip from, man, I don't know how to say that shit. A Buddhist monk leaves his body in front of his disciples. By Charleston White saying, his point was saying, he was like, when everybody die, when it's time to die, everybody's scared. This nigga right here on this video literally left his body on purpose. This nigga wasn't scared. This nigga wasn't suicidal either. This man laid down. This video. This man laid down before his disciples, stepped out his body the same way a baby is born and the life steps in the fucking fetus or whatever. That nigga stepped out and he was done. That ain't suicidal. That ain't escapism. That's a nigga who has done so much inner work within himself, who has raised his consciousness and his life energies to such a peak within himself that there is nothing else for him to do. There's nothing more entertaining there's nothing more pleasurable. There's nothing that feels as good as the fucking state of as it does when your life energies themselves has reached a certain peak. When the energy in when you get more energy, you feel a whole lot better. When you have more conscious liberation from your body, you also feel better again. Why? Because you can do more shit free. If your arm didn't listen to you, you would hate that shit. But because you have conscious fucking liberation from your muscles and the physicality of your body, you can move your hands and put them together and eat and do shit. But if this bitch didn't take orders from you to some degree, life would be fucking miserable. You get what I'm saying? So it's conscious liberation that sets all of that shit apart, and acceptance. Once a motherfucker has gone beyond their physicality, they consciously experience life beyond, they know themselves further than just their fucking five senses. That is when your experience of life moves up. If you've been drunk your whole life, nigga, if you live in a civilization full of drunk people and all y'all been drunk your whole life, 1,000 years of civilization and y'all have never heard of a sober motherfucker ever. If I walk into your village and show you one of you bitches how to get sober, nigga, you will think I'm God. Cause you will see me live in a way that you never thought was possible. You never knew about it, never thought about it, never heard about it. And if you heard about it, it sounded crazy. Cause how do you explain sobriety to a motherfucker that's drunk? How do you tell a civilization of people that's drunk off liquor what the fuck sober look like? How do you tell them what a straight line looks like if they've never seen one because they've been drunk forever? How do you tell them what being balanced looks like? You don't tell them. You have to literally guide a motherfucker and hope that they listen, hope that they want it for themselves and that they're willing. Because if they willing, shit, you show a motherfucker how to get sober, then it's like, oh shit, nigga, I've been drunk for 55 years. What the fuck? What? I can actually sit here and form a conducive thought, a conducive thought. What the fuck? Like, you get what I'm saying? So when Charleston White say everybody's scared to die, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? And when he say that, and when he also said, niggas can't watch this. Let's go back. Fuck that.
Somebody show us, homie. Show me. I don't know who. So I don't want to hear about your God. Show me. Show me. And can't nobody show us, homie.
And see that right there. His idea. Not saying that that's bad. I swear to God. Just keep listening to me. What he's saying, I ain't saying that it's wrong to think that, but I'm saying why. This observation. The reason we have a person as old as him that's thinking like that is because he is a byproduct of all the ignorance in the world. You know what I mean? For hundreds and hundreds of fucking years, we have pushed these ideas of spirituality and religion. Everything falls under them two categories. And science, because that's one too. Everything falls under these three categories. It's either spiritual out of ignorance, religious out of ignorance, or you're materialistic out of ignorance. Not because science is bad, not because religion is bad, not because spirituality is bad. It's because of the level of perception of the individuals that are fucking sitting here that are doing the talking. Because a person, put it like this, imagine if I opened up a school but I cannot read. But I am explaining literature to children. And me and 100 million other people do it. We can't read, but we think we can read. So we interpret and explain literature to children for generations and generations, as if we're certain about the things we say, because we have become for sure of our own ignorance. We're trapped within a bubble of ignorance, and we have called that bubble freedom. I'm free because I have confirmed to myself what I think I know. It's basically like an instant loop. You insane. I'm telling myself, here's an apple. I believe there's an apple, and I accept that this is an apple right here. Now my whole life revolves around this apple. Can't none of y'all see it, but to me it's here. I have created something, confirmed it, and ran with it without no second guess of to what I may not know about this thing. So because of people who have constantly preached every religion that exists, and because they have preached those religions from a place of ignorance, the religions, the spiritual practices, and the ideas themselves have begun to be critiqued. Because when a person like Charleston White grow up in the world for 50, 40, however old he is, some year, his whole life, and all you've ever heard is people speak ignorantly in a way that, how can you not speak with wisdom and logic at the same time? For some people, it's either going to be just straight goddamn spiritual shit and they can't give you logic. Or with some people, it's going to be logic, but they can't tell you nothing about nothing spiritual. People want both. They want to understand that which goes beyond their physicality, but they want you to put it in a way that makes fucking sense. Charleston White has not lived. We have not lived. None of us have lived in a world where people actually did that. That's why we all looked at Christianity and was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not saying it's crazy, but dude, how you're explaining it makes no fucking sense. Either your understanding is wrong or this book is fucking crazy. It's one or the other. Either you don't know what you're talking about or this book is fucking crazy. One or the other. Either you don't know what you're talking about spirituality, or spirituality is just fucking crazy. Because you can't tell me that you explaining it in a way where it makes no fucking sense. You have nothing logical to add into it. It's just a bunch of assumptions and conclusions. If you telling me I gotta pick between logic and fucking going beyond myself, because logic expands. Gravity is logical. But to a motherfucker 1,000 years ago, that shit sounds crazy. Airplanes is logical. But to people 300 years ago, that sounds fucking crazy. The shit has a logic, but who can perceive that logic? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm finna show you the other video too. Who can perceive that logic is the motherfucker that's gonna even be able to, because you can't explain the infinite with finite. So if that was the case, you wouldn't be able to do that. But the motherfucker who can see best is going to be able to explain best. Only a person who got two eyes that work can explain a game from the perspective of somebody with two eyes. If everybody has one eye and has never seen a video game and played it with two eyeballs, they will never understand a person explaining that shit with two eyes. So the reason why people think the way they think about spirituality, about science, about religion, and all of that shit is because everybody has been beaten across their head with ignorance. Nobody can connect the spiritual to the scientific. Everybody's ignorant to the degree, but nobody is actually saying, I really don't know. So I'm going to just kind of keep my shit to myself, and I'm going to just seek, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just start looking rather than feeling certain about shit. No, scientists are 100% certain about what they know now. Completely void of the fact that, shit, you don't know what you don't know. So you look under every rock. You don't just put it down because you can't. No, you look under them bitches like your life depend on it. And by paying attention, that's how every scientific breakthrough ever happened. A nigga didn't think about gravity. He paid attention to life and he saw some shit and was like, oh, what the fuck is that? That's what happened. So the only way you make scientific breakthroughs is nigga have to look and see what's there. What do people see? What do I see? What do other people see? Look under all the rocks like you give a fuck, and then you will see shit that you never thought would. Then you will see shit that you never thought was even there or was even possible. But we don't live like that when it comes to science, Christianity, Nation Islam, religion, spirituality. No, we see shit that makes a little sense and we run with it and be like, fuck it, that must mean this. No. Just because gravity exists don't mean that, oh, well, that's it. No, nigga, that just mean gravity exists. But it might be some other shit to it. Just because 2 plus 2 equals 4 does not fucking mean that 4 plus 4 equal 2 or some shit. Or it don't mean you get the same thing. You get the same thing from some other bullshit. Just because you can see fucking 69 one way, don't mean that it's not 96 on the other side. You get what I'm saying? I mean, just because you see a 6, don't mean it ain't a 9 on the other side. That's the point. But when you have people living like this, we end up creating people like Charleston White, like all the kids today, like all the older people today, like all the rich people today, all the grown people, all the poor people, the majority of society. They are tired of the ignorance. They don't even know that they are a part. A lot of people don't even know that they're a part of the cycle. But they're tired of it and they know that. They're tired. They don't know that they're ignorant of something, but they're tired of the shit not making sense. Niggas is getting closer and closer to realizing that I really don't know. Do you believe in God? Man, look, hey, based off all the shit I done heard, if it's like they say, hell no. But if they just don't know what the fuck they talk about, then man, I don't believe nothing. I just know everybody that been talking to me for the last 30, 40, 50 years ain't made sense. That's all I know. That's all I know. I don't know if it's a God or not. I'm not speaking for myself, but I'm saying this is how people are feeling in the times we live in today. They just don't know. They just like, all the people I've been talking to my whole life ain't really made that much sense. I'm not saying that the shit don't exist, but I'm just saying that nobody has made sense. So some people, they realize that nobody knows shit and they go on a search within themselves. And some people get tied up and fed up with that shit, and they turn into like people like this who just be like, fuck religion. Since I done spent 30 years hearing bitches say shit that don't make sense to me and they can't make it make sense, so fuck them, fuck the religion, fuck spirituality. You know what I'm saying? They turn their back on everything. They just stop looking and they huddle up in their conclusions. They make their own conclusions and they just stay fixed right there, which is also harmful to them because it keeps them from the possibility of knowing themselves further beyond their physical nature. Because everybody else who has tried to explain experiencing your life beyond this physicality has done a piss poor job of it. They've done a shit job. They either want to make science sound like it's stupid, or they want to make fucking the spiritual process sound like it's fucking stupid. Nobody can tell you how. Nobody can agree with. No, you've met few people who can agree with the science and the proven facts of material reality, and incorporate that into the incorporeal aspect of existence as well. You know what I'm saying? You've had very few that can connect the dots that we have in a way that is delivered to people. I mean, connect the dots in such a way where the delivery is in some way digestible to the people without telling them sacrifice your logic, sacrifice your intuition, or sacrifice your spirituality or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Without having to tell them that they gotta stop thinking some shit. Cause you know what I'm saying? I know that makes sense, but it's stupid. It don't go here. But people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? People don't do that. Nah, you heard the door. Somebody walked in here. Oh, there. Oh, my boy. Yeah, my boy. You know. Hey, Kaika, yeah, my boy. You know. Hey, man. Dalen, that's you? Is that you? Charles the White. But yeah, let's watch this.
Because one thing I noticed, when it's time to die, everybody's scared.
The religion that was supposed.
When it's time to die.
Oh, no. Hey, look, watch this. Watch this man. This man. Bruh, fuck that. I'm tired of niggas telling. I'm tired of, hold on. Ain't no sound. It ain't really much audio. It's just that, you hear that? That's all it is. So I'm gonna just mute that for right now, because it ain't really no sound. It ain't nothing going on. Man, niggas, watch this shit. I'm telling you. I'm tired of people talking about how mental health is just stuck where it's at. Depression just stuck where it's at. Fucking, nigga, all of that ignorance is spewing into mental health, the body, fucking people's minds, Every solution we have is materially based. You want to fix mental health? Pop this, ingest this. You want to feel better? Go do this or write this or say this. You want to be motivated? Then speak this or say this. Like every solution has been materially based and based in the physical nature because nobody knows themselves beyond their physicality, so they cannot produce you shit, an explanation or a fucking thesis, a thought, an idea, nothing that goes beyond their physical nature because they know themselves beyond their physical nature in no fucking degree. And they think it ain't even possible. They think that they are they fucking body. They don't even know that this is a vehicle, nigga. The you is operating this. This nigga, this is Mahat Samadhi. Once yogis and enlightened beings once they've reached their own attainment, they can either stay on earth and choose to guide others and through doing shit like, man, look at that shit. That nigga just died. They may choose to guide others by teaching the scientific practices of divine union, which is what yoga stands for, and they might teach it through being Buddhist. An enlightened being might teach it through, if he's a Buddhist monk, he'll teach it through Buddhism. If he's reached attainment and he wants to teach it through the ways of Christ, he'll teach it through the ways of Christ. He'll teach it through direct practices with yoga, but the fundamental science behind the yoga and any of the religions is all the same. You will call it the science of the yogic science, but it's fundamentally the same. It'll just be packaged in Buddhism or packaged in Christianity. But if they don't choose to stay on this earth and guide people beyond their physicality through the experience that they've had by uplifting their consciousness and raising their energies, then they choose to leave this fucking earth and continue the evolution of their consciousness beyond their physical nature by willingly laying down and leaving their body through Mahat Samadhi. A lot of them some of them stay, some of them don't. That's how you get motherfuckers like Paramahansa Yogananda, Sri Yukteswar, Vivekananda, Swami. We're going to look them up. Hold on. Like this nigga right here. Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Fuck that. Look at that. That man right there. Man, I'm so sick of Yahoo redirected my shit. That man right there. Yeah, he did that. Hell, he left his body in front of 100 fucking people on stage. But hold on, let's go back. See? Watch this man. I'm going to turn the sound on. Watch this man. Bro, he laid down. Do y'all, hey, put a 1 in the chat if you want me to. Somebody gonna come on this screen and actually explain this shit probably in a way better than I could, for sure. If y'all want to watch a little more of this video, put a 1 in the chat. If you want to go back to that Charleston White video up here and finish watching that, then put a 2. But watch this shit. Damn. Came from a TikTok video. You know what it is. You know what it is. Can PTSD be cured? I'm going to talk about that. Don't let me forget. Hold on. Watch this. Because the word cure, they done fucked it up. We got 1s in the chat. Okay. See, watch this shit. And you can read, man. It's documented evidence of people doing this shit all over the world. They do worse shit than this. They do shit that should not be scientifically fucking possible. But it is scientifically possible. We just don't know the science yet. This nigga dead. Bro, this nigga is just like a newborn baby. This nigga just like, this shit beats a car crash, cancer, fucking sickness, goddamn falling down the stairs, nigga. All right, we're gonna play this one a little more. I got y'all. That's it. Niggas' whole idea of death is totally different. These niggas ain't crying. It's a totally different understanding of fucking reality. It's totally fucking different. Like, it ain't even the same. These niggas are fully aware that nigga ain't gone nowhere. He's still here. He just ain't here in the way that certain motherfuckers would think. He ain't here. This nigga here. Where else you gonna go? Ain't nowhere else to go. Where the fuck? Everything that ever happened right now. Where else you going? Where else logically are you going to go? Cause all that is all that is. Everything that is. Like there, man, this shit crazy. It's the only moment that ever exists. But we're gonna keep watching this shit, man. I ain't lying, nigga. I got the shit. I ain't got a shit, but I got the, yeah. Hey, they gonna make you think about some shit, cause I ain't got a damn, for sure. Let's scoot this shit up. Real talk. They tell us instead of us experiencing it. Pause that. How can one attain to Jiva Samadhi or Mahasamadhi? They tell us instead of experiencing ourselves. That's exactly what happened. They grow up telling you shit, labeling shit. That's a tree, that's a rock, this is a bottle. You never get to actually grow up and realize you don't know what the fuck none of this shit is. What's an atom? Well, it's particles. Oh, what's particles? Quarks. What are quarks? Subatomic particles. What's beyond that? Nothing. Well, what's beyond that? Oh shit. If niggas if you would have got a chance to really to see yourself before we plugged you into the game of society to where you start labeling shit and thinking that you really know what shit is, if you would have had a chance to realize that you are not none of this shit, then your curiosity would have led you on a path of attainment. I don't give a fuck who you is. Your curiosity would have led you to certain levels of fucking to seek attainment and evolution within yourself consciously, because you would have grew up and been 18 years old, 18, never fully aware that, okay, I'm living in this shit. I'm drinking this stuff called water out of this thing called a plastic bottle. But you would have been knowing for 18 years that you don't know what none of this shit really is. And that desire to know would have burned and burned and burned, and you would have just as you got older at 18, 19, 20, you would have got sick and tired of living in a world without knowing what the fuck, what am I? I know I got a body, but I know, yeah, just like I got a car, but I'm not the car. I'm driving the car, so I know I got a body, but what the fuck, what's in it? What am I? You would have had that question for years and years and years, and it would have burned your fucking soul up to not know. And you would have went on your own journey to figure it out within yourself, for yourself. Nigga wouldn't have been able to convince you. You would have had to see it for yourself. A nigga wouldn't have never trapped you in a religion. You would have went to that religion on your own just to see what's up. And if it didn't make sense, you would have went to something else. And then you would have went to something else. But because we grew up being raised in fucking conclusions, you grow up and they tell you what this and this is, and you just think that shit your whole life. You never realize that that's a part of a game. It's a game called society. But society ain't the fucking everything. So what is this shit beyond what we need to see? Society is just how we all survive together. What is this shit beyond how we need to see it to survive? What is water beyond me thinking it's some shit to keep me alive? Fuck that. Will it keep plants alive? Fuck that. Well, it's atoms. Fuck that. What is this shit beyond this physical nature? We know, we got science. We know what this is physically, but what is it beyond that? On an absolute level, what the fuck is it? Because we know there's a non-physical aspect to existence. We know that shit. And you think the non-physical aspect is smaller than the physical? You don't think the vast expanses of this material world has an equally vast non-physical side to it? That shit don't even make sense, because we got science to prove that it's more shit. So, but because we all grew up drawing conclusions thinking we already know what shit is, the desire to really go beyond never rose in us, because they killed it early, because that's why we was able to be 12 years old and bored as fuck. How the fuck is a 12-year-old bored? How? Unless you think that you done saw everything. Oh, that's just a bird. Nigga, do you know what a bird? Nigga, you don't even know what that is. You just calling it a bird. You saw India on your phone and you think you done seen the mountains. You saw a river on your phone and you think you done seen the mountains. Niggas don't realize they don't know what shit is. So how is a 12-year-old even able to be bored? Because we done already stuffed his mind with shit and he think he already just know what shit is. Because we never showed him that, hey, I'm finna teach you how to play the game of life. It's called society. I'm gonna teach you how to play. In society, this is a water bottle. But in existence, I don't know what the fuck this is. You get what I'm saying? For real, man.
There are various kinds of samadhis. Samadhi means, literally, sama means equanimous, di means buddhi, or the intellect. When your intellect becomes equanimous…
You getting some feedback on the mic. Hey, how it sound now? Hold on. Wait.
And just becomes perception. This is called samadhi.
Okay.
These samadhis have been categorized…
Listen to this.
For the sake of understanding…
I'm finna mute my mic.
Into 8 stages. Among these 8 stages of samadhi, these also give, in terms of experience, different levels of ecstasy for a person. And there are final stages which are not even ecstasy, which are absolute boundlessness. There is no joy, there is no ecstasy, there is no nothing. It's simply a complete state of boundlessness. And the ultimate samadhi is called Mahasamadhi, which some people are calling Jiva Samadhi, where a person actually sheds his body consciously. See, to walk out of this body.
Alright, bro, have a good day at work, my boy. David, have a good day at work, my boy. I'm happy to have you, long as you was here, my guy.
Consciously, without damaging the body. If you have to leave this body, you'll have to stab yourself, hang yourself, poison yourself. Something you must damage the body and make it unsuitable for life, isn't it? But now sitting here, you just walk out of your body like you drop your clothes, like that you walk out of your body. If this has to happen, a certain amount of mastery and a certain amount of, vision and perception has to be there. So, many yogis in India have left like this, even today it is so. Among ourselves, certain people have left like this. Young people, they decided to leave and they left. Because they had certain mastery, they had completed all the process of life within themselves, so they decided to leave. The body was still young, they could have lived on. Right now…
Pay attention! Shit get real.
Among us, there are many people that if we let them progress, they will leave because they've completed everything that they have to do. Their life is completely fulfilled, they will leave the physical body. So usually, we peg them down on the last step so that the physical body also runs its full cycle. Such people are useful to the world. So I am always pegging them down on the final step so that they will… little bit of slavery, let them serve the world a little bit because they have a different sense of understanding and experience, they're useful people.
Hey, let me tell y'all this though. When I reach that point in my life, ain't no pegging me down. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm out. I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? I'm just bullshitting. I actually do want to hang around on the earth and help other people, you know what I'm saying? Like what he do. Like what Yogananda did. Like what Sri Yukteswar did. Like what fucking Vivekananda, you know what I'm saying? I would love that. But I gotta help myself to help anybody else, so you ain't gonna see that. You ain't gonna see Farad doing this shit that he doing right here, like this, with a robe on and a beard. You ain't gonna see that for a long time. I gotta put in 50 years of fucking work. I gotta figure it out myself. I ain't gonna be a nigga on YouTube talking about I'm finna show y'all how to become enlightened. Like, what the fuck? Watch me float. Like, nigga, the fuck? No, I'm probably gonna be silent, just saying half pieces of smart, wise shit for 50 years, and then that's when I'm gonna pop out on the scene and go fucking bananas. Well, a nigga gonna be like, man, this nigga crazy. Cause I'm gonna go to I'm moving to India for like 13 years. You know what I'm saying? That's how long it take. That's a full solar cycle, solar cycle. So you gotta go and work. I just got initiated into Kriya yoga not too long ago, like 4 days ago.
If we let them go, they will go. This also needs to be understood. For most human beings, their moment of enlightenment and moment of leaving the body are same. Once your energies hit a certain peak, then this physical body cannot contain it anymore, it has to release it. These are the two things you need to understand. If the energies become feeble, then also physical body cannot hold it. This is what old age and death is. Slowly, as your life progresses, as old age comes, your life energies are becoming feeble, the vibrance of the energy is becoming feeble. If this drops below a certain level, that person will leave the body. Because physical body, if it has to hold it, it needs a certain level of vibrance, otherwise it cannot hold it. So if it drops because of feebleness, we say he died out of old age. Very few people are dying out of old age, they're breaking something in their body before old age comes. Yes? You die of heart attack, you die of this or that, this means you broke something.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you about the. I see your question, my boy, on Facebook, Johnny. How you do that? The yoga you were speaking of. I can't show you the damn practice. Actually, I got initiated by him. Like it was by him. Like that nigga himself. Like that nigga himself did it. Like this shit was crazy as hell. And I can't tell you how to do it or no shit like that. But it was Kriya yoga. Is Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya. Kriya yoga is an aspect of yoga that works with pranayama, which is breath techniques designed to raise your perception and reach higher states of consciousness. It can surface level. It can help you with your health and just overall allow you to drive your car of body through life better materially. But for people who are super intense about it and really wish to reach higher states of consciousness and go way far beyond just living a good material life, if practiced sensitively and intuitively and with ultimate focus, then yeah, it can be done like that. But no, it was through him. So, but it's called Kriya yoga. It was Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya.
Something in your body. When people die of old age, they die in a certain way. It's slowly ebbing down because the vibrance is gone in life. This is old age and death.
I got y'all. Hey, y'all hit me up on Instagram. I'll send y'all the information to how I ended up going through that shit with him and all of that. Like, man, that shit was really crazy. I'm gonna keep this video playing, but I'm really gonna keep it a stack. That shit was crazy. Cause I don't do it expecting nothing. I don't do it cause that's not. I can't tell y'all all that. I'm really not supposed to. But check it out. It's like I'm gonna just DM me on Instagram. I'll send y'all that shit. Cause that shit was fucking wild. Like it was live and shit. I went through that shit and like had to create the atmosphere. Like it was fucking it was 31 hours of preparation just to learn a practice that was like fucking 20 minutes long. Like I had to do prep for like 31 hours across 3 days and different shit at certain times. Had to eat a certain way, eat certain shit. Like it was fucking wild. I had to go like 7-8 hours without certain shit, and then at the very last, after 32 hours of shit, that's when he specifically himself fully taught the actual Kriya practice. And when I did that shit, we had to do it with him. And when I did that shit, fam, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I can't explain it. I don't know. I wasn't assuming shit. I didn't go into that shit. No. I just was like, fuck it. We just gonna, like a blank canvas. Whatever. If anything pop up, catch it. Man, I swear I did that shit cause I ain't been the same since. And it been 5 days. Nigga, I've been doing another form of yoga. It wasn't yoga. It was a slight Kriya. It was just, and it was another one that I got from him. That other one, shit right here. This one, you see this right here? See on the screen? Look right here. Hold on, wait. You see this right here? Right, see a yellow man right here? I had been doing this one for like, he dropped this one during COVID. And the shit ain't on YouTube. It ain't on the internet. It ain't on none of this. But this was dropped during COVID. And this little shit right here. I did this shit for 2 years. For like a year and a half. Man, this shit fucked me up. Like those little breathing techniques that a nigga was giving with your breathing and your focus. That shit is fucking crazy. What this video right here did for me over the course of a year and a half. But after that point, after like a year and a half, I got tired because I was like, I want to know more. Like, fuck this. I ain't trying to just live a materially decent life. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that, bitch. If I'm eating, sleeping, shitting, and paying bills, I got the basics. Fuck that. I don't need more of this shit. I do need is to know, I want to know more about myself. And I was like having breakdowns and shit because I would sit in meditation and just start crying and shit because it was like the desire to really know just fucking was exceeding my joy that I was getting from my life. Like, I like playing the game and doing videos, but man, really, this shit ain't gonna mean nothing when I'm dead. Bitch, I want to know myself beyond this, and that shit was eating me up. Man, I was sitting down, and then I fucking, I was sitting in meditation, crying with my fucking spirit, bro. My soul just fucking crying. And it was like, I made a couple of posts about it. Y'all seen them posts I made on Instagram and Twitter and shit where I was them long paragraphs. That's what I was talking about when I was talking about something like I'm really just getting tired of this shit. Like, that's really, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to just live my life just to say what I did a bunch of material shit. Nigga, I want to know some shit for real about what the fuck I am. And that was when I came across this nigga was doing. They hadn't did it in 2 years. He was doing a initiation again. It was like over a year and a half or something. They was doing initiation for Shambhavi Mahamudra, and I was like, damn, like, is it this nigga himself? So I'm just getting interested in shit. You know what I'm saying? I go through the process. I did. Then I had to do 7 days. Listen, nigga, I had to do 7 days of inner engineering work. With the other practitioners and shit, and after that 7 days, then I had to come back and do 31. It was 7 days, 2 hours a fucking day for 7 days, then 31 hours back to back of prep, then 21. Then I was finally able to get delivered the 21. I was able to go through the 21. After I had got, during the initiation, that was once you got initiated into it, that's when you learned the 21 practices, poses, and stretches, and methods of the Kriya yoga. You know what I'm saying? It was fucking like, so in total, man, we talking about like 40, 50 hours of shit just to learn 21 minutes of practice, and it was fucking crazy. And it was this nigga himself. When I did that shit, man, dog, bro, I fucking, like, you know how when you want to do something, I'm keeping a bean with y'all. This is honest review. You know how you want to do something? You know how you want to do something, and you might say, man, I want to clean up downstairs, or clean up in the other room, or clean my computer, or go outside and walk the dog. You know how you think about something that you gotta do, that you really would like to get done, and soon as you think about doing it, that feeling of, oh fuck, like that shit come across you. Swear to God, nigga, that day. Later that night, man, I was just sitting on the floor over there, and I was just looking at my computer. Y'all notice I've been streaming damn near every day for like 4 days. Like, I streamed 3 days back to back. I skipped a day, and then I streamed today. Like, nigga, y'all notice that a nigga, like, I ain't turned up on my videos because my attention been over here. That fucking shit literally killed the drive in me to be like I don't even do that no more. Nigga, when I think about doing something, I'm not even like, I'm just like, okay, fuck. Like, my body recovers from shit. When shit go wrong, my cat shitted on the floor in the other room. Man, I looked at that shit, I said, God damn, boy, fuck. And then, like, literally 10 seconds later, nigga, I was just like scrubbing that shit. I was chilling. Like, my body recovers from circumstances, my emotions, my energies. Like, that shit is becoming, it feels like there's a gap in between what's happening here and what's in me and myself. It's almost like there's a nigga sitting deep inside of me, sitting in a chair, and he just chilling. Chaos happening around, streaming, cat shitting on the floor, dishes, food, bills, life, girlfriends, all that shit. All this is happening outside, and my body is going through it. My body is taking this shit every day. If I fall, my body I slipped and fell on the stairs last night. My body took that shit. But the nigga, but me, who I really, me, that myself, that controls this body, I'm just constantly sitting down in that chair, deep within myself. It's like this nigga created a space in myself that's just void of everything. And that's real shit. It's like this nigga created a space, showed me how to create a space within myself that sits apart, separate from everything. So I can just retreat there, even while I'm active in my life. I can take the trash out without allowing the fact that I gotta take the trash out to make me go, ugh, fuck. Like, I can get shit done. Because what's happening around me, that nigga pulled me even more from this shit than I already was. So nah, this shit was crazy. If y'all want to, I send y'all that video that he made that I found out about it, and then I'll send y'all the information about how to do that shit yourself and all of that. If you want that, if you interested in just looking into that and shit and whatever, and might want to get initiated into Kriya Yoga yourself by this nigga or whatever, however you feel, fuck. DM me on Instagram at FaradBB, and I'll send y'all the information for that. But let's keep watching this.
Another way is you pushed your energies beyond a certain intensity. Beyond that also the body physical cannot hold it, so it leaves. So when people consciously raise the pitch of their energies and leave the body, we call it Jiva Samadhi or Mahasamadhi. It's conscious. He fixes a time and date, and at that particular moment he works towards it and he leaves. It's the best way to leave the body. If one can do their death also consciously and gracefully, is it not wonderful? Isn't it the best way to do it? That's the best way to do it. What time he chooses is up to him. People who do not have this understanding or experience, suppose I decide to leave at 60, people will think, oh, why, this is suicide, this is murder, this is nonsense. It is not so. You will never be satisfied. There was a yogi in South India whom I knew right from very early age. I met him in a strange way. His name was Nirmalananda. He lived in certain mountains in South India. I used to trek in these mountains a lot. So one of these, I'm alone usually when I trekked. I just take my motorcycle inside, park in the forest. I just live in the forest for a week or 10 days, depending upon how much food I have. After I run out of food, I come back. So, this is rainy season and I've just been in the forest for over 5 days and I've run out of food and I'm all slush because I slept in the forest and it's been raining. Indian monsoons are like, they'll continuously pour for 5 days, 6 days, non-stop rain. So wherever you sit or stand, it's black mud. So I'm fully drenched in this and I came on my motorcycle. This is a little ashram, just a 4-acre ashram he's got. So I came, he's got many steps, he's got a little temple and a small place. At that time I don't get off my motorcycle, I ride up the staircases. So I just ride up and go right there. You're not supposed to wear your shoes there and go, but I ride right through and park it next to his thing and I go and stand there. I want food. I'm hungry for 24 hours, I've not eaten. So this is at that time he's over 60, like that, 60 or 60 over. He is hugely respected by everybody, he lives alone. He's been in silence for 14 years, he has not spoken to anybody. He just saw me and he came and touched my feet, all my mucky shoes and everything. I am somebody who is, right from the age of 5, I have not even entered a temple in my life. I refuse to bow down to any god or any human being or whatever. I won't. Unless they explain what it's what, I am not willing to bow down to anything. I have not even bowed down in front of any temple or god. I have never prayed in my life. I just live the way I want. So here this man who is considered to be a great sage and is, I am just at that time 18, 19 years of age, and this old man comes and touches my feet. It sort of little disturbed me. But I am not the kind to get disturbed. I brushed it aside and said, I need food. Because there's no other place there, I'll have to ride another 2 hours before I get anything to eat because this place is so isolated. So he took me inside and he, himself tried to unlace my shoes. I said, don't want, and I left my shoes outside and went in. He used to bake his own bread, gave me bread, all this. So after that I started visiting him, not for spiritual reasons, just like that. Whenever I go, I just meet him. He was living so meagerly, so I would take something and give it to him whenever I went. I took something, some fruits or honey or whatever is available there. So this relationship was off and on. Whenever I trekked in the mountains, I see him. Now, much later, then I didn't go there. Then things happened to me in a big way within myself and everything changed, and almost after 17, 18 or maybe almost 20 years later, I go one day. Now my appearance has changed, everything about me has changed, almost 20 years later. So I went and he didn't recognize me initially. Then I asked him, do you recognize who I am? He looked at me like this and he was still not speaking, he was still on silence. He said, you? He said, oh, you're the motorcycle guy, he's telling me. I said, yes. And then, he really was very happy. I went, many things happened. A few years I kept in touch with him after this. Then at the age of 74 or 74, he decided to leave his body. So he said, I want to leave my body like this. I want to die as a yogi, not as a rogi. That means I want to die as a yogi, not as a sick man. I don't want…
Mind you, this is where the shit gets sweet. Cuz say the man he met, he already wanted to leave his body, you know what I'm saying? He was already ready to fucking like tout, you know what I'm saying? Not tout, but you hear what I'm saying? Like, he's like, man, I want to leave like this. The fuck, I ain't trying to die in no fucking accident or no sickness, nigga. I'm trying to go like this. Perfectly, I'm trying to leave. I'm 73. My body is limbo. It ain't fucking broken shit. And took care of it for so long, nigga. I'm ready to put this bitch in the ground like this. I ain't trying to rot that way. I wanna sit this motherfucker down and get and put. I wanna take my clothes off and put them on the hanger. I don't wanna rip my shit apart, nigga. Ain't that the best way to take your clothes off?
I want to get sick and die. I want to die with dignity. I said, fine, what's the problem? You leave. He's more an intellectually realized person, not energy-wise. There's no sadhana. So then he sat with me, he wept and he said, you must tell me how to leave. I'm struggling with this. He also built his own grave and everything, got everything ready, but he was having struggles as to how to leave. Then I had to teach him some simple methods, what he needs to do to leave the body, how he needs to prepare and all those things. Then he decided to leave and he announced to all his people. He never left this 4-acre ashram for almost 27, 28 years. He just stayed within that. But he wrote letters to people worldwide. People from all over the world visited him. Every day he wrote over 120 to 130 letters. He just wrote letters to people everywhere in the world, so based on that people used to come. So he announced to all his people that he is going to leave. When this started happening, the local rationalist association, in India these rationalist associations are there. They are virulent, they believe they're revolutionaries. So they said, this old man is going to commit suicide, we must stop it. Then I went to meet him and there were 2 policemen in the ashram. So I went there, he broke down and cried, see, they put police in my ashram. He is that kind of man, to do his daily worship, he won't even pluck the flowers from the trees. It has to fall down, only then he'll pick it up. He will never pluck a flower or a fruit from the tree. Only after it falls down, he will eat it. Only after it falls down, he takes the flowers. He lived so gently. And now they put 2 police people there just to see that he doesn't commit suicide. So he really hurt him. He said, see, they put police in the ashram, they think I'm going to commit suicide. And I said, don't bother, you do what you have to do. Let them be, it'll be a good thing, under observation if you leave your body, you know. And I spent last things a little bit, he spent some time with me because I guided him through a few things.
Hold on.
And the last letter, after the thousands and thousands of letters he wrote one letter to me saying, this is the final letter I'm writing in my life and this is to you, and something thanking me for this and that. And about 50 people were sitting. He sat in a cross-legged posture in front of the police. He left his body. So this is conscious way of living the body. This is the best way to do it. If you do this, that is really the end. Normally when people die, you say they are no more, but that is not true. They are no more the way you know them, that's all. If you live your body like this consciously, you are truly no more, the game is up. It's a full cycle. Everything is back where it should be.
They hold me. That wasn't even a one. But fuck it. Y'all gonna need that.
All that religion,
Hey!
just guards go out the window. Everybody's scared. Ain't nobody running to death saying, I want to pearly gates,
Now.
the rivers that flow with honey. I'm ready to go. Ain't nobody doing that, nigga. Them old niggas did. Whatever them old niggas believed that was called nigger, slave, them people ran to death. Them people embraced death. This new motherfucker with these new gods, nigga, they scared to die. They ain't nobody, the Jew, the Christian, the Muslim, nigga, but them other Muslims across the country, they ain't scared to die. Nigga, Jews scared to die. Show me the group that ain't scared to die. That's their God I'll reach for. So now, homie, it ain't no message. It's an ideology. It's religious ideology that's being trying to pressed upon us.
Right.
If you got to learn your God from an indoctrinated book, you got to learn your God from a doctrine, then your God don't exist.
Cause what's the way to know some shit? I ain't saying I agree with that, but hey, I got a better one for you that you might accept a little better, because he coming off as some people wouldn't, even if they like what Charleston White say, they wouldn't say it because they hate the way he say it. So I'm gonna do one better. I ain't gonna say it the way he said it. What's the one way to know some shit? What's the only way you can know some shit? Through experience. Yeah. Through fucking experience. Now you can seek the experience, but the minute you start thinking about it, think about it. If God is the infinite, the divine, the fucking whatever, I can't draw a conclusion because do I look like the old dude that was on? Fuck, do I look like Sadhguru yet? No. I might sound smart, but please don't get it twisted. Bitch, I'm far away. Check this out. The infinite. If Christianity, Muslims, Buddhism, her fucking yoga, shit. If all of this shit, if everybody only wants to seek them to know themselves beyond their physicality, you want to know the infinite nature of yourself that is one with all of existence, God, the whatever. What's the only way you can know some shit? Through experience. You might say, well, I know God, the infinite, because my water came on this morning. That's not knowing it though. How can you know the infinite through the finite? Hey! The fuck? Shit, motherfucker about to cook, man. Motherfucker about to cook me in this bitch. But guess what? The only way you can know something is to experience it. So if God is the infinite, the divine, the universe, if existence has a nature that goes beyond its physicality, if you wish to know the infinite, you cannot tell me that you know the infinite through your experiences in the finite, because that means you don't know the infinite, because the infinite cannot be understood via a finite method. If you want to know something that is infinite, you don't count to it, you don't think about it, because thinking is also also finite. Your thoughts are only created by memory. It is not in the nature of thought to produce a new thing. Any thought you have is just something you came up with from the trillions and trillions of amount of data that you have in your brain. You took some of that shit and created a thought. It might seem grand, but it ain't new. You get what I'm saying? So even by thought alone, in any material sense, you cannot say you know the infinite through a finite source. Like I know God because my baby was born, or I know God because my bills was late and they got paid, or I know God because my mama beat cancer. Great shit that wasn't impossible. It just was rare. It's rare that people beat cancer, but it's possible. It's rare that you fucking it's rare that motherfuckers get money for their bills on the day that they need it, but it's possible. So we can't just call rare shit as a miracle. Because just because something is rare doesn't mean it was a miracle. I feel like miracles is shit that you would deem as impossible. Like shit you can't fathom. Like a motherfucker dying and leaving their body on purpose. That look like a miracle. That's some shit I can't understand. I would have said, me 10 years ago would have said that shit ain't even possible. That's not even possible to do. Leave your body on purpose. But when you read, see, and hear about people doing this shit over and over and over, it's like, oh, well, fuck, okay. So then you stop asking what's possible and what ain't possible, and you just start saying, I don't know shit. You feel me? So yeah, hold up, wait.
Oh God, from a doctrine, then
So once again, when Charleston White say, if you only know your God and you have to learn your God from a doctrine or some shit,
God don't exist.
I ain't saying it don't exist. What I am saying is, that's like saying, I know math because I'm a gardener. I mean, no, that's impossible. Not that one. That's possible. Let me see. It ain't possible, but you get what I'm saying. It's like, let me give you infinite, finite. It's somewhere with fire and water, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying. You cannot understand the infinite with finite. How can you, if a number is infinitely long, you can't count to it with 100 pieces. Impossible. You know what I'm saying? It's not cause you stupid. It's not because God don't exist. It's not because religion is crazy. It's all I'm saying is that based off what we know, there's no way a person can say that they know God, the universe, spirit, Allah. You cannot say that you know the infinite, that which permeates all, beyond the physical world, beyond the physicality of existence. How can you know it if you have not experienced it? And how can your experience of it be finite? How can you know it through a finite experience? How can you know the infinite through a finite experience? That means you need an experience of the infinite within yourself to even know that motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's all so even with that being said, once again, people saying shit out of ignorance is what creates people who think like what he's saying. What he thinking ain't wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this shit is wrong, but I'm saying that the reason he think that way is because he didn't heard a lot of people say shit that just didn't make sense. If a nigga was able to make it make sense, that nigga probably would be like, shit, I damn near, I don't know. Hell, cause the way I feel right now, nigga, I'll join any religion, anyone. They probably wouldn't like me, cause I'll probably be in that bitch. Well, nah, y'all I ain't gonna do that part like that, cause that ain't really how. You know what I'm saying? That I think this make a little more sense, but then I might be considered blasphemous and all that other shit. So, but if I was hell at the way I feel right now, shit, I could join. I feel like I could be a part of any religion and fucking excel in that shit too. Cause the baseline intuitive shit. For myself, in a lot of different ways, I done came to understand, especially with this fucking initiation.
Those people didn't have time to write books to tell you about their God. They showed you how they lived day to day, how they treated people. If these gods really existed in these people's hearts, why do our communities look the way they look? If the Jewish God is really real, and I hope you don't censor this, if the Jews' God is really real, why are they so heartless toward the Palestinians? The Palestinians had rocks. They were shooting bullets because America gave the Jews bullets. The United Nations had to come in and tell the Jews, man, y'all wrong. If y'all go shoot bullets, shoot rubber bullets. So if the Jews' God...
I'm tired of this. Fuck that. Hey, man, let's go to the Trinity. Let's listen to this. Let's listen to this shit. Hold on. Home, scriptures, Kriya yoga. Look at all this shit, boy. When I tell y'all Paramahansa Yogananda, hey, which one of these... Hey, someone... Hey, Ikaika. Hey, man, is that you? I don't want to say your name, bro. I want to know is that you, so I can give you your, so I can mod you on that account. You know who I'm talking about. What's the first letter of the name that I call you when I see you? What's the first letter? Give me the first letter, and I got you. Hey, come on, hold on. Let me find this shit. What this say? That ain't the one I'm looking for. Hey, which one of these y'all want to hear? Paramahansa Yogananda himself, my nigga. Listen. Well, I promise you, I'm so sick of this shit. This man himself. Fucking booger in my nose. We finna listen to him speak on certain shit. Which one y'all want to hear? He can talk Kriya yoga, the purpose of life, God, Christ, gurus, prayer at dawn. There you go, my boy. Which one of these y'all want to see? The purpose of life, Kriya yoga, Christ, universal prayer, removing suffering. I will be thine always. Meditation is everything is God. Chant, true happiness. Which one? Which one? My boy on Facebook, my boy Dylan on Facebook say God, Christ, Guru. My boy Kaika say the second one, the purpose of life. And we'll say mod powers activated. You stupid little bitch. Okay, so look, we're gonna watch we're gonna watch Kriya yoga, then we're gonna watch the purpose of life, then we're gonna listen to God, Christ, Guru. Kriya yoga is the yoga I got initiated into. He was a master. The dude you saw on YouTube, he's a master of Kriya yoga. This man, Paramahansa Yogananda, is a master of Kriya yoga, and his guru was X, Y, and Z. So let's go into this. Let's watch this one.
So get to the soul. Get beyond the subconscious.
Hey,
That's the
open your ears, man. Open y'all ears. Hey, chat, YouTube is us. We got 21 on YouTube, 7 on fucking Facebook. Bitch, we in this bitch. We huddled. I need 2 people to stand guard at the doors in the front, and I need 3 people to watch the back door. Come on. Don't let nothing creep in this bitch. Come on, let's do this. Keep listening.
Kriya yoga.
Listen to this nigga talk. This is a recording of this man. This is a recording of this man from fucking 19 like 1930 or some shit, like excerpt from The Great Light of God. This is so fucking old. This man like was in America in the 1930s. This is old as fuck.
So get to the soul, get beyond the subconscious. That's the purpose of Kriya Yoga. Read your preceptor every day, a little bit, and meditate. Meditation is a practicing the presence of God. Kriya Yoga is the highest practicing the presence of God. How the soul descended into the body and how to take it back to the spine and the brain, beyond the confines and the prison of the body into the vast infinite. And that's what you are trying to do. Your mind is on the surface of the body. You like to see what is good, hear, smell, taste, touch. And that's where you are locked up. Your conscience is locked up. But you have to withdraw it, dim it away from there, and gradually take it beyond the muscles and settle it in the spine. That's what Kriya Yoga does. Spine and the brain are the altars of God. That's where the electricity of God flows down into the nervous system, into the world. And a searchlight of your senses are turned outside, outwards. And that's why you love the senses. But when you will reverse the searchlights through Kriya Yoga and be concentrated in the spine, you will behold the Maker. 1,000 million suns do not describe the light of my Father. It is not a glaring light.
Listen to this nigga, man. Hey, this nigga is talking. Listen to this man. God damn it, bro. When don't believe nothing he's saying. I swear, man, I don't be wanting y'all to just believe shit. Really, just if it makes sense, stop looking at shit like I do believe it, I don't believe it. Just look, because we don't know shit. First, you gotta realize that I don't know nothing. You don't know nothing, I don't know nothing. We don't know shit. We know how to play society, but we don't know shit. We don't know what nothing is. We don't even know what the fuck we is. Hell, some of us think that I'm my thoughts. I'm my personality. I am my body. Nah, man, we ain't none of that. So now the only question we stuck with is what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Don't believe shit. Just listen to this shit. Add this shit to a lot of bullshit that people done said that didn't make sense. Bullshit about religion. Bullshit about any religion. Bullshit about science. Because science is good. It's real. But people have said a lot of bullshit in the name of science. And people done said a lot of bullshit in the name of religion. Just take all that bullshit, the questions that you had that didn't make sense, and man, listen to the three clips we finna listen to from this nigga, and watch how just listening to him talk about some shit, how he talk about Christ and yoga and all of that shit in life. When you listen to it, it's like, damn, this nigga simultaneously makes so much fucking sense without even addressing without even addressing a question that you specifically asking, and it's fucking crazy. Just listen to this shit.
But a light.
What it do, my boy?
Gentle,
Be better.
And indirect, which is spread all over the world.
I watch Alan Watts sometimes. Let's go back.
But 1,000 million suns do not describe the light of my Father. It is not a glaring light, but a light that is gentle and indirect, which is spread all over the world. In that light, in the glimmer of that light, all the universe you will behold as if in a mirror. So that's why do not in any way be a slave to the senses. Do not in any way be trapped by the senses. All the senses were given that you may be their master. Temptation was not given to destroy you, but to increase your strength. If you do not fight with a stronger person, you never get strength. The wrestler always fights with a stronger wrestler. So the senses, you think they are strong, but you are stronger. And if you fight with them, you will be stronger. If you give in to them, you will be weaker. And down and out, and all your happiness will be gone. God has purposely given sex and other senses not to destroy you, but to try your strength, to bring the immortal strength within, that you may recognize the great power of the infinite sphere of spirit which lies behind your little throbbing heart. So remember the purpose of this great message. We have started a great movement, and I came for a special dispensation, the interpretation of the scriptures, and giving the Kriya Yoga, the key to heaven. This is Peter's key to heaven. You can use it yourself with the help of the gurus, but join our churches regularly. Study the preceptor regularly. You can do it by yourself. The charcoal doesn't
You got some
become
shit to do. I'll see you next time. Okay, bro.
red by itself.
Have a good day.
But when the fire enters, it all becomes red and glowing. Yoga means union, scientific union with God, that you are receiving. Dump your body in the superconscious. That's all I do. I practice body union, scientific union with God, that you are receiving. Dump your body in the superconscious. It all becomes red by itself. Red by the preceptor regularly. You can do it by yourself. The charcoal doesn't become red by itself. But when the fire enters, it all becomes red and glowing. Yoga means union, scientific union with God, that you are receiving. Dump your body in the superconscious. That's all I do. I practice a few times Kriya, and I dump my body, and the body is gone. And I am in infinite bliss, the bliss that surpasses any description. So you all came from that. It is not the privilege of Christ and a few masters to go there. All waves, behind small and big waves, waves that are playing with the storm, is the same ocean. Remember, no matter what your trouble is, God is with you, behind you. Seek Him. Help Him to pull you and make you as He is. And that you can do with the Kriya Yoga, studying the preceptor. Take the preceptor and study every day, even a little bit. Anywhere you will open it, you will find something that will lead you to God. And practice Kriya Yoga. Whenever you have a little time, practice 2-3 times. Kriya is the key to the door of heaven, and to know that the masters are, and Christ is, and God is. While people are busy with music and song,
Nah, this is him talking at a this is him talking at a like a seminar in like the 1930s or some shit. So he was doing a speech, but he was talking to a bunch of motherfuckers that's probably like dead now. He dead now, but yeah.
please a little bit.
This man make books though. Shit, you see that name right there? Search that man name up. The book, I done read every book that motherfucker got. I got them all right there.
But when you feel Him within, He is yours, and God will be yours forever and forever. This is my message, and that's why I'm busy. I have forsaken money, everything. Why? Because I have everything. I have God. And so will you.
All right, watch this. The purpose of life. Listen to this one.
For when you look at your body, when you look at the world, it seems that you are engaged with everything, that you have no time for God. But every night,
And I mind you, when he talk about God, when you hear this nigga say, God, when he say the word God, I swear to God, I put that on God. There is not fucking, he is not talking about, this man is not talking about like, man, whatever the fuck you think God is, I swear to God, that ain't what he talking about. I put that on everything. This nigga's idea of that makes so much fucking sense. We can't say we know or believe or don't believe, because the only way to know is through experience. All I do, I got initiated into fucking Kriya Yoga just off of the curiosity that continues to be sparked by certain shit making more sense. You know what I'm saying? Just follow your gut and your heart. I went and sought out goddamn Kriya Yoga to get initiated into it. This is the first motherfucking Kriya Yoga practitioner I ever heard of. And after reading like 4 of this nigga books and listening to the shit that he done taught and what he left behind in the world with his ashram of people, his disciples still teach Kriya Yoga today in California. After hearing this shit, like I was like, oh, this nigga, like, hey, I ain't gonna say what you ain't. I ain't gonna say what you is. But I damn sure ain't gonna say what you ain't, cause nigga, I might not know for myself, but what I do feel is that this nigga make a lot of goddamn sense. I don't know shit about what happened in the Bible, but when I go to church, I did know that the people talking just didn't make it. They didn't, what they was trying to say might be right, but they wasn't making that shit make sense. This nigga made yoga make sense. He made religion make sense. His master got a book called The Holy Science on YouTube by Swami Sri Yukteswar. That nigga made science and religion make sense. And it was crazy as fuck. I was like, these niggas is unreal. Cause I'm not a nigga that's just gonna believe, run to some shit. Them niggas was saying shit. I'm gonna show y'all the book. Them niggas was saying shit that them niggas was saying. This book right here, I bet you won't go read it. I bet you won't go read it. I bet you won't look for his face and find a book called The Holy Science on Audible or fucking YouTube or buy it. I bet you won't read it. I bet you won't. Man, you read this shit, man, your whole idea of fucking, nigga, you will be a nigga, Christian, Muslim, atheist, scientist, whatever. You read this book, nigga, you gonna be a better one. Whatever that is. Yogi, monk, I don't give a fuck what you think you is. Read this book, nigga, you gonna be a better Christian, a better Buddhist, a better fucking Muslim, a better fucking atheist, a better agnostic, a better fucking science. This shit is crazy, man. Cause this nigga was well versed and intellectual. He was a monk. This is his master. The dude talking right now. This is his master. He was an enlightened being. He was a yogi and a monk. But this nigga was also intellectual as fuck. He grew up, he had very strong fucking education in science, astrology, and fucking the science of yoga. Crazy shit. I ain't lying. I never tell y'all some shit I don't think. I ain't lying. I swear to God. That book crazy as fuck. I done read all them books, and that's the hardest one to understand. Cause when I say this nigga was that nigga, man, listen, I gotta show you again. Bro, this man right here, this the first person I ever heard speak on fucking zodiac signs and did not sound like a crock of shit. I ain't lying. He was hitting the shit from a place that you ain't gonna never hear nobody in America do. Shit, you might, hell, you don't even hear me talk about certain shit because I'm not where these niggas was. Him on the screen, where these people, I'm just not where they was, so I don't even bother opening my mouth about certain shit because I just know it's gonna be ignorant. This man spoke on yugas, scientific fucking facts about the discoveries we had already made when he wrote this book, religious texts. This nigga was quoting scriptures out the Bible, out the Bhagavad Gita, out the Holy Quran, Buddhism. This nigga was quoting scriptures back to back out of books using, he was hitting your ass with scientific facts, scriptures out of the fucking holy books, and the science of yoga. All to show you, to prove his point, how all that shit tie together. He made science connect to religion, and he made religion and science connect to yoga. And he showed you how it's all the same thing. Them 3 points. The scientific of the material, the transcendental science of divine union, and the science of religion. He showed you how all them bitches form a triangle and how that man, listen, read this fucking book so we can all talk about it as a group. It's called The Holy Science by Swami Sri Yukteswar. Just look at his face, screenshot it. Just type in The Holy Science and look for his face. This shit is crazy. This nigga say, I ain't gonna even read all that on the back. This crazy, but look.
Dissolves your body in the subconscious sphere and makes you realize that you are not a man, nor a woman, but a piece of consciousness, a reflection of his consciousness sleeping in space, in joy. The drama of sleep gave me the greatest faith in God. When anybody told me I am made in the image of God, I laughed. Because I couldn't see in this frail body the image of God. But Master said, in this subconscious mirror of sleep, you find that you are infinite.
His master told him, this nigga told him, in the subconscious of sleep, nigga, you find that Man, I can't make this shit up.
In this subconscious mirror of sleep, you image of God. But Master said, in this subconscious mirror of sleep, you find that you are infinite. That every night you become the infinite. You are not man nor woman. You are joyous and happy and conscious. For when you wake up, you always know that you were never unconscious in sleep. You exactly know how you sleep. Only you are not conscious of your body. But you are conscious of your real self. And the nest of your troubles starts with the body. So all the gifts and kindness that you have given to me, I want to give this gift to you. Remember these two natures in you. The nature as a man, as a human being during the day, and the nature as God at night. As I often say, we are all gods at night, but we become devils during the day. And if we can be gods during the day, we are gods all the time. And this purpose of life must not be drowned into various engagements with matter. We must remember, if God says, I have no time for you, and stops sticking in your heart, all your engagements have to be cancelled immediately. For one of the great sayings in India is, he is the cleverest who finds God. He is the cleverest who gives time to find God. He is the cleverest who finds that supreme happiness within. And he who can stand unshaken amidst the crash of breaking worlds.
I'm gonna pause that because I ain't know that bit was 9 minutes, but we finna read some of these things too. I say these bitches. Watch this. Hold on. Let me go back. Alright, man. Listen to this shit. This is how this nigga defines. Hold on. This is how this man defines the Holy Trinity on my fucking soul. On my fucking soul. He defined the Holy Trinity, the God the Father, the Holy Spirit. Like this is how he broke it down. I don't know what the fuck. I remember what they told me, but okay, I'd heard a couple people explain this. This one kind of made me go, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else was like, I don't know. That sound good, but it just don't make sense. But I got way more questions. I had less questions when I read this. I had a lot of questions, but I just had a little less. Like, it was like, damn, I keep talking. This nigga say, it becomes the Trinity. The Father, Sat, is God as the Creator, existing beyond creation, cosmic consciousness. The Son, Tat, is God's omnipresent intelligence existing in creation, Christ consciousness, or Kutasha Chaitanya. Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, I said it right too. The Holy Ghost. Is the vibratory power of God that objectifies and become creation. Many cycles of cosmic creation and dissolution dissolution have come and gone in eternity. See Yuga. I'm gonna look at that. At the time of cosmic delusion, the Trinity and all other relatives of creation resolve in the absolute spirit. Watch this. Now we're gonna find Yuga. He say, see Yuga. Fuck that. A cycle of sub-period of creation outlined in the ancient Hindu text Sri Yukteswar, which is fucking this nigga, who was a goddamn fucking intellectual monster when it came to the science behind the exact shit that he had mastered. Sri Yukteswar describes in the holy science a 24,000 year equinoctial cycle and mankind's present place in it. This cycle occurs within the much longer universal cycle of the ancient texts as calculated by the rishis of eons past and discussed in Autobiography of a Yogi. Fucking stop playing with you, boy. And discussed in Autobiography of a Yogi, chapter 16, my nigga. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, he did. Hey, don't make me pull my books out, cause nigga, I get in this bitch. Like, I really, hold on. But let's look at some more shit. Let's look at some more shit. Let's look at some more shit. Christ. What that mean? Come on, my nigga. You know what it is. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. The honorific title of Jesus. Jesus the Christ. This term also denotes God's universal intelligence immanent within creation, sometimes referred to as the cosmic Christ or infinite Christ, or is used in reference to great masters who have attained oneness with the divine consciousness. The Greek word Christos means anointed, as does the Hebrew word Messiah. My nigga, also see Christ consciousness. Let's click on that. Let's go to that. The projected consciousness of God immanent in all creation. In Christian scripture, the only begotten Son, the only pure reflection in creation of God the Father. In Hindu scripture, Kutasha Chaitanya, or Tat, the universal consciousness or cosmic intelligence of spirit everywhere present in creation. The terms Christ consciousness and Christ intelligence are synonyms, as also cosmic Christ and infinite Christ. It is the universal consciousness oneness with God manifested by Jesus. Krishna and other avatars, great saints and yogis know it as the state of samadhi meditation. Did we not just see that shit? Did we not just watch a 7-minute fucking video of this man right here talking about goddamn samadhi? Okay, you know what I'm saying? But here we go, another nigga who was alive. He died. Yogananda died in like the 60s or some shit. Another motherfucker that was born there over 100 years ago come on, man. These niggas was alive. This ain't 2,000 years ago either. Fuck you talking about? In the universal state of samadhi meditation, wherein their consciousness has become identified with the divine intelligence in every particle of creation. They feel the entire universe as their own body. Nigga, when I tell you, hold on, instead of consciousness. Damn, which one was it? It is the universe. Great saints and yogis know this as the state of samadhi, where their consciousness has become identified with the divine intelligence in every particle of creation. They feel the entire universe as their own body. Nigga, so why do you think when Jesus, don't that make sense? Think about this now. When Jesus was when they said, show me the Father or whatever, and Jesus was like, have I not been right here with you? And he was like, he told them the only way to God the Father is through me. Doesn't that make sense that he would say me? But if you think that you are your body, when you hear him say me, you instantly think, oh, he must be talking about his flesh, his skin. He got to be talking about this stuff. Wouldn't it make sense that if Jesus said the only way to God the Father is through me, but he sees himself as the universal fucking consciousness, oneness with God manifested by Jesus, Krishna, and other avatars, great saints know the state of samadhi is meditation. He know himself as the fucking divine intelligence that exists within everything. If that's who he knows himself as, when he says me, he can never say something of separation. He can never say the only way to God the Father is through this body, through me, as because he ain't looking at himself as Jesus. He ain't looking at himself as a man. He not looking at himself as the body, his mind, his personality. Jesus, in the story of Jesus, was looking at himself as every fucking thing that has ever existed. So when he says me, he's saying it, by him even saying that, it's hard to understand if you're talking to somebody that sees themselves as their body and their mind and their personality. So of course, when he said the only way to God is through me, niggas instantly was like, man, we need to stick by Jesus and touch his body, and we need to wait for Jesus, the human, to come back. But it's really that the nigga was saying the only way to reach and know through experience God the Father, the infinite that permeates all, is by uplifting your consciousness, raising the serpent The coiled up serpent from the base of the spine and uplifting your life energies and your consciousness in such a way, to such an intensity that you can, watch this, Christ consciousness, watch this. The projected consciousness of God immanent in all creation, that you, through your own perception and experience, can fucking experience Christ consciousness and be unified. Fuck that. The projected consciousness of God immanent in all creation. In Christian scripture, the only begotten Son, the only... You get it? We just read that. From that point, once your consciousness has reached this point, now only from that seat, from that position, can you perceive... Watch this. Watch this. Only from the seat of Christ consciousness, from being in the state of consciousness that Jesus was in, only from Jesus, Sri Yukteswar, Yogananda, only from that seat and position can you experience, not by belief, not by faith, but pure through fucking within yourself, through your own personal experience. Can you truly, man, where is it? Trinity. Can you experience the Father, God the Creator, existing beyond all creation? You cannot experience God the Father if you have not yet sat in the seat of Christ consciousness. The omnipresent intelligence existing within creation. If you do not sit and identify from that position, then as far as you're concerned, God the Father don't exist. It only exists. He only exists in books. He only exists in secondhand information. He only exists in your belief. It will never exist as a living experience within yourself currently. I don't have to prove to you that my fucking eyeballs exist. You know why? And I don't, even if you didn't believe me when I say I could see, I don't have to prove that, because within my own experience, within myself, because your experience of life happens within you. Within my own experience, I know I can see because I'm using my eyes to see. So even if you don't understand how I can see with these bitches, I don't need to prove that to you to prove to myself that I can see. You get what I'm saying? That's why enlightenment and all that shit cannot be talked about. Even these definitions do it a disservice. Because if you just run around spouting this shit, people will call you intellectually smart. But then when it comes to actually how you live your life, do you live do you live a life of a person who knows themselves beyond all this? That'll tell the fucking story. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, hold up. Watch this shit, man. What's another one? Cosmic delusion. Watch this. Oh, they got Satan on here. We're gonna learn about what he thought Satan, what he looked at as. Ooh, shit. Okay, we're gonna do Satan first, because that's a lot. I'm a big reader, but I'm not a big reader. Satan! Watch how this shit I'm not a Christian, bros. But just watch how this shit is going. When you hear a bunch of people say shit that don't make sense when they talk. How many of y'all ever talked to a Christian or somebody about Satan or the devil or some religious shit, and you was just like, come on, bro, can you give me something better? And they just ain't giving it to you. And it just ain't clicking. Listen to this shit. This nigga say literally in Hebrew, the adversary. Satan is the conscious and independent universal force that keeps everything and everybody deluded within the unspiritual consciousness of finiteness. Limitations, finiteness. It has a beginning and an end. It has a start and a finish. You get me? Okay. And separateness. This idea that I am here and something is over there. That I am a separate person from that person. You give me that idea. Separateness. The idea of things being separated from each other. But in here it say, from God, the infinite. Okay. To accomplish this, Satan uses the weapons of Maya, cosmic delusion, and avidya. I think I said it right. Individual delusion and ignorance. Man, if that shit don't make you say, what the fuck? Cuz, I'm going to show you why. To accomplish this, Satan uses weapons. Nigga in the Bible it say, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. If you identified with your physicality, when you hear weapon, what's the first thing you think about? Talk to me, man. Guns, swords, knives, all that. Rocks. But anything can be a weapon, so damn. But damn, that, you know, just, is it any better way to go further into that? Satan uses weapons, cosmic delusions, the material world. This is Satan. Niggas say Satan is earth. It's right here. This is hell on earth. Nigga, this ain't hell because we all suffering. Suffering is self-manufactured. So let's get that out the way. This ain't hell because we suffering or we on fire. This is hell and Satan is on earth because Satan ain't on earth. Satan is the material world. You know, if they say, a guy say, if you follow Satan or some shit, come on, man. I know y'all, some of y'all is some Christians. Some of y'all is some Christians. And you know the scriptures to back this shit up. If you follow Satan, you can't go to God. If you indulge in the temptations and all this shit, what that was saying, what the Bible says about this is that it's not that God bans you from the kingdom of heaven that is within you. How can you be banned from something that you walk with in every aspect of your life, everywhere you go, everything you do, long as you living, even when you dead? How can you be separate from something that is permeate, that is omnipresent and permeated through all of creation in the material sense? How can you be separated from it? It's not because God fucking says, oh, you can't come here. No, it's because, nigga, if you indulge in the pleasures of material life, if you are so caught up in the substances, the pleasures of the five senses, the pleasures that you get from things like touching, from sex, if you so caught up, and I'm not saying it's bad, none of this shit is bad, just listen. If you so caught up in the pleasures of the seeing, oh, I'm just looking at the world and sightseeing and shit. You so caught up in the pleasures of the tongue, I'm tasting shit. God, this shit tastes good. You so caught up in the pleasures of the smells. This shit smell great. You so caught up in the sounds you hear. Man, this music is good. So I'm eating chicken, listening to music, fucking a bitch, and I'm smelling flowers. You so caught up in playing the game of cosmic delusion that you are banned from the kingdom of heaven, because if you never walk outside, you are banned from outside. Not because you can't go outside, but because, nigga, if you don't never get up off the PS4, if you never choose to get up off the PS4, you ban yourself. Man bans himself. Man keeps himself away from God, or knowing himself beyond his physical nature. God, what they call God ain't banning you. The infinite universe, spirit, whatever the fuck you want to call it, it's not telling you don't come here. The problem is that niggas can't get off the game. Niggas want to go outside, but they're trying to get what they would experience if they go outside. They're trying to get that from playing the game in the house. And if you never choose to get off the game and walk out the door, you keep yourself from going outside. You feel me? If you never pull away from the cosmic delusion, if you never get back and step back from the temptation of sex, the addiction of money and substances and food, if you don't never stop overstimulating yourself, stop listening to shit so much, go somewhere that's quiet. Go somewhere that's quiet, where you can't smell shit, don't talk, don't eat nothing, and just sit down and be quiet in silence. And when you sit in silence and just focus on your breath, you realize, God damn it, there's nothing really here. There's only one fucking thing that exists. And that's what you want to know. You want to experience that fucking thing. You know it's there when you just sit down and be quiet. But you don't know what it is, because there's more work that has to be done to get past that. But Satan, in the Bible, Satan ain't some out here looking to get you. It is this. You are in fucking Satan, nigga. Oh, God damn it. You know what I'm saying? So true. Hell is suffering and knowing yourself to be the cause. Nigga, real shit. The fear of suffering is all the problem in people's life. It's literally niggas live life because they scared to suffer because they think suffering is around the corner. But suffering is something you do to yourself. If you knew you had the ability to not create suffering within yourself, if I snapped my fingers and you had the power to choose at every moment, do I feel like suffering or do I not? If you had that ability, nigga, if hell was a place you could go to, you would get the fuck up and go because you would want to see what's there. Because if somebody say, no, don't go over there, you gonna suffer. You gonna look at them and say, nigga, no, I'm not. How am I suffer? Because it's suffering over there. And you gonna be like, what the fuck? No, suffering is something that I do, and I'm not gonna do it. So I'm finna go. I'm finna walk through hell with joy, cause nigga, I want to see what's over there. You would explore every aspect of life if the fear of suffering was not within you, and it's not a requirement to live. Nigga, we own it. Hold on. Karma, fuck that. What he say karma was? Effects of past actions from this or previous lifetimes. From the Sanskrit Kriya to do, the equilibrating law of karma as expounded in the Hindu scriptures is that of action and reaction, cause and effect, sowing and reaping. In the course of natural righteousness, each man by his thoughts and actions becomes the molder of his destiny. The things you feel, my nigga, the things you feel create your karma. So please don't think that just walking around just feeling fucked up feelings ain't hurting you. You should not want to stop, because I understand some people will be like, man, well, I can't stop. I get you. But don't give up, because if you do, you are ultimately still hurting yourself. It's like, man, I can't stop stabbing myself, but man, you gotta want to stop. Like, don't stop trying, because if you keep doing it, it's over. But you know what I'm saying? Your thoughts, the things you think, oh, they are just as important as the physical actions that you do. It is not a physical action, but an action nonetheless. Your thoughts, your physical actions, and your feelings, the things you feel within you, the emotions. Emotions are just different ways you shift your life energy. You shift it over here, it's sadness. You shift it over here, it's joy. You shift it this way, it's depression. You shift it this way, it's anxiety. You shift it this way, it's bliss, it's peace, whatever. The ways you shift your life energy, your emotions, your thoughts, and the shit that you the shit that you do physically. Those three things play a part on your karma. Each man by his thoughts and actions becomes the molder of his destiny. Whatever energies he himself wisely or unwisely has set in motion must return to him as their starting point. Like a circle, inexorably completing itself. An understanding of karma as the law of justice serves to free the human mind from resentment against God and man. A man's karma follows him from incarnation to incarnation until fulfilled or spiritually transcended. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, why wouldn't that make sense as well? Think about it. Everything in the material world is cyclical. Atoms, circles. They are circles. The protons and neutrons, circles. The electrons travel in a circle. The planets rotate in a circle. The planets are fucking circles. Stars are circles. Black holes are disks. Gravity, a spiral. It pulls things in, all in an even sphere. It's either a sphere or a circle. Everything is cyclical in the material world, my nigga. So when you send energies out into the world via your actions or your thoughts or your feelings or emotions at any particular point in time, energy travels cyclically. It is all going to go in a complete cycle. The circle of life. It's from the fucking worm all the way up to the lion and back to the worm, nigga. A full goddamn cycle. Think about that. This shit is all cyclical. So when I listen to this nigga explain karma, this shit, This shit make a lot more sense than niggas just running around saying karma, goddamn karma. Niggas just be saying this shit in hellified ways. I got a book in here called Karma by Sadhguru, which goes into this shit a lot deeper. It's a book just about karma. But this shit explains a lot. Now you don't know how big that circle is. You don't know when you spent 7 days feeling like you wasn't shit, feeling bad about yourself. You spent 7 days feeling like a mess. That 7 days, all that energy you put out through your thoughts, them fucked up thoughts, them fucked up feelings, and probably that fucked up attitude or whatever you was having. All that shit all that energy you put out over them 7 days, that little binge you was on, that shit is out there and it's completing a full fucking circle. You might not notice it when it come back. You might not recognize it. It might seem like life hates you when that shit, cause you might be happy and then that shit might come back and hit you and then you like, what is this? You got two choices. You can either create more karma by feeling fucked up all over again cause you don't understand it, feeling sad about it all over again, or you can spiritually transcend it by accepting it. Like, I don't know why this happened to me. I don't know what this is. I don't know why I'm feeling so good and all this crazy shit just happens out of nowhere. If you spiritually transcend it through your acceptance of it and do not allow that to affect how you live within yourself, you transcend that karma and you do not send out another wave to cyclically come back in a cycle to you. You rise above that karma and it just remains as it is in your memory. Because karma is just action. It just strictly means action. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? So yeah. Like, nah, man. If you keep reacting to shit as it happens, you keep creating more karma and you keep reacting to shit and you keep creating more karma. You are caught in a fucking cycle of your own memory. And we just talked about that. Holla at your fucking boy. You feel me? Hold on, man. Nigga, hey, nigga. Oh, let's keep going. We ain't finished this shit. We ain't even finished it. Whatever energy. An understanding of karma flow follows him till transcended. The cumulative actions of human beings within communities, nations, or the world as a whole constitutes mass karma or collective karma, which produces local or far-ranging effects according to the degree and preponderance of good or evil. The thoughts and actions of every man therefore contribute to the good or ill in this world and all the people in it. Karma means material action that which is instigated by egotistical desire and sets into motion the law of cause and effect. The action produces a result that binds itself to the doer until the cause is compensated by appropriate effect, whether forthcoming immediately or carried over from one life to another. Nigga, collective karma. That's why we dealing with shit that happened 100 years ago. A bunch of racist people built America and we are left with it. If we react to this shit and do not raise our perception and spot the ignorance in this shit, we gonna react to it. We ain't gonna think about it. We not gonna transcend the karma that we were left by our parents. The karma that we were left by the people who lived before us. The collective karma. If we cannot transcend our individual karma, hey man, much love. Thank you for the super chat, bro. I appreciate that. Much love. Same to you, man. That's the thing. If we do not transcend this karma, that's why I always tell people when I talk about racism and shit, I always try to tell folks, it's like, bro, you gotta understand, you have to understand, my nigga, that, listen, this shit is, for one, if your perception, if this is a problem, if this problem is a level fucking 10, then it's coming from something. If this consequence is a level 10, then the real problem is a level fucking 20. But if you can't see, if you can barely see at a level 10, then you can't see the problem that's at 20. So ain't no point in even talking about solutions if you don't have a perception far enough to even perceive the fucking real problem. So at that point, we need less people talking about solutions and more people working on themselves. Because nigga, if we had 100 million people working on themselves, that's the goddamn solution. Think about it. Your baby is ignorant most of his fucking life, but you never turn your back on him. Nigga go to jail, never turn your back on him. Nigga kill somebody and go to jail. Even if you don't visit that nigga, you still kind of would like to see his life fixed. If you could snap your fingers and change all that shit, you probably would. Niggas, we have people that we love so dearly in our lives that we give niggas the benefit of the doubt, even when they ignorant. We stand by their side through their ignorance. Even if their ignorance costs us money, it costs us food, it costs us bodily damage, it costs us fucking our health, we sacrifice so much. We have people like that. But we don't have people who can do that shit gracious, who can do that consciously. A lot of people do that shit because they think they can. Because they think they supposed to, or they trying to be more spiritual than they really are. And eventually it gives out. You give your all to a person over and over, but you ain't doing it because you've reached that place. You're doing it because you think you're supposed to. So eventually, even if you take care of a motherfucker with your all unconditionally for 10 years, if you ain't doing it because that's genuinely who you are, you're going to give up. At some point, you're going to overload and you're just going to be like, I can't take it no more. But when you've reached a certain point within yourself and you know yourself beyond a certain fucking point, beyond your physical, yeah, I'm going to save it. It's going to be on, this stream going to be on YouTube. When you reach yourself beyond your, it's going to be on Facebook too. When you reach a certain point and know yourself beyond your physicality, my nigga, nothing can break that. Why you think Jesus, in the story of Jesus, the nigga went through everything he went through and he never broke. He never had, it was almost like this nigga never had a breaking point. That's because it's possible. But when you pretending, you got one. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how much doctrine you follow from whatever religion. If you have not reached that point of attainment within yourself, you can play spiritual for longer than others. You could probably play that shit for longer than others, but at a certain point, nigga, you gonna hit your limit and you gonna and then you gonna shake it off. You gonna say, God, I got it. Fuck it. You gotta bounce back. But the point ain't about whether you bounce back or not. The point is you had to break down first. If it was real, the breaking wouldn't have happened. Nigga, they beat the fuck out in the story of Jesus. And I keep saying the story because I'm not here to prove whether it's true, whether Jesus was real or not. But just based off the story, based off the fucking story, man, they beat the shit out that nigga. They took everything from that man. They did that. They threw rocks at that man. They did that man dirty. They whooped his ass. They nailed him to a cross. They hung him up, drained his blood, poked him, fucked him up and everything. And at no point, this nigga got the power to kill all these people. He know what he got it. He could really pull some shit. But this man never did it. You know why? Because he knew, just like a mother looks at her child, he knew that these people ignorant. If you really knew, if you think you know something about the world, but if you bitches really knew something about the world, there is no fucking way you would be hanging me up on top of this goddamn cross. You wouldn't be doing that shit if you really knew, had a profound understanding of yourself in terms of life. If you had that, ain't no fucking way I would be on this cross. So that has to mean logically that you ain't killing me because I deserve to die or because you're a bad person. Y'all are crucifying me because you are ignorant as hell. That's why he said, don't kill them, don't hurt them. They know not what they do. Don't judge them or nothing. Because he was looking at it like a father look at his son. My son has fallen and he dropped a knife on my foot. Why would I send him? I'm not going to send him to hell. I ain't gonna torture him. Misinterpretation. I ain't gonna punch him in the fucking face. I'm gonna pull that knife out my fucking foot. I'm gonna clean this cut. And I'm gonna make sure my son, he's still gonna, my 3-year-old son, he's still gonna get to live in my house. Ain't it? You still gonna feed his ass. You still gonna buy clothes for him. You still gonna take him to school. You gonna still take care of this motherfucker and he dropped a knife on your foot. You gonna take that pain on your back. For the sake of his evolution, For the sake of him having the chance to do better and grow and learn how to use a knife, you had to take a knife to the goddamn foot, and you had to still take care of a motherfucker that stabbed you in the foot. But because that's your son, and you see him as a part of yourself, nigga, throwing him outside and saying, fuck him, stupid bitch, he should have knew better, ain't even an option. So why is it an option when we talking about an ignorant ass 30-year-old racist? Why is it an option when we talk? We don't have enough people that's willing to bear the ignorance of the world on their back because they can't. If everybody's fucking ignorant, nobody is really walking around willing to bear the ignorance of the world on their shoulder. Because you know these people, they don't know what the fuck they doing. They don't know shit. They do not know no better. He 40 years old, intellectual as hell, got degrees and a nice job, but he racist, ignorant. He 30 years old, he ain't racist. He got a nice job, he don't hurt nobody. But his life, his material life and his circumstances, if he lose his house today, he might kill himself. He ignorant. If he a white woman with a good paying job and a cheating ass husband, and she fucking, if one of her bills get past due, if the circumstances of life hit her a little too hard, she'll fold. It's ignorance. It's not that they incapable. It's not that they less. It's just that they don't know no better. They ain't free from this shit. They're caught up in it. They're trapped in this shit and don't know. They don't know that this life is a game. This shit is entertainment, but they don't know that because they was born in the entertainment. Niggas spawned you up in the game and never told you it was a fucking game because they thought it was real. They thought it was fucking. Your mom and daddy thought that's all that this was. This shit is all that it was ever been. It's literally generations of generations of generations of generations of ignorance in the human race for the last hundreds of fucking years. Like literally, we've now reached the time in the world where niggas actually are thinking for themselves. They ain't saying the best shit, but they thinking. They questioning their religion and their understanding. Well, maybe I'm still a Christian, but maybe I'm fucking forgetting. Maybe I'm missing something. They still a Muslim, but they like, maybe let me relook at this. Niggas is stepping outside of they pushing the boundaries, and that's great. But that's what I'm saying. Nigga, if we don't create more people who spiritually evolve and reach attainment within themselves, fam, listen to me. We're gonna all be a bunch of ignorant motherfuckers, and we're gonna destroy each other. We're going to tear this bitch down. We're going to destroy each other. We don't got enough people that can look at a racist and say, he ignorant. He not stupid. He not dumb. Ignorant. That means he doesn't know. It's a lot that he don't know. Oh, this man is controlled by his money. He gotta have money to be happy. Ignorant. Oh, this nigga's broke. And he can't be happy unless he cannot feel, he doesn't have, even though this body has everything it needs to create joy for no reason. This bitch got the chemical, it got the receptors, this body has everything it needs to create joy. But yet this nigga can't sit down and be joyful unless he, YouTube, y'all went off on YouTube, I'm finna pull y'all up. This nigga got everything he need to be joyful, but he don't know how to use the body to sit down and be joyful. That's like saying your car has everything you need to make that bitch go straight. But in order for your car to go straight, somebody has to push the fucking trunk and push the car while you steer it. You got the gas pedal. You just put your foot to the gas and you give it a little, but you don't know how to do that. The car can't go unless somebody push it. That is not fucking, and now we calling that, well, that's how you drive a car. No, it ain't. Niggas will say that's what it means to be human. Outside shit, just you can't just sit down and just feel good. We done call being crippled fucking human. You know what I'm saying? We do. We're just sick of them not trying. Think about it, bro. That's having an expectation. I got y'all back. I got y'all back, YouTube. That's having an expectation. You got to understand this like this. It's like this. Check this out. Should I take care of my kids with their ignorant self? You know how kids is. They ignorant. They just don't know how shit work. They break shit, fuck up shit, paint on shit. Should I take care of my kids, but only solely based off the motivation that I get from the expectation that when they grow up, they gonna love me. They gonna help me out. They gonna get intelligent in 10 years. They 5 now. So just about 15 more years, he gonna have a little sense on him. 20 years, he gonna have a little sense on him. 30 years from now, my son gonna have a little sense on him. Should I use that as a reason to take care of my child? If you say yes, that's crazy, because what if he grow up and fucking hate me? What if I grow up and I do everything for this man? I mean, my son, take care of him. I fed him, I clothed him. It was just me. Your mama wasn't in the picture. Nigga, it was just us. I took care of you, clothed you, fed you. This nigga grew up and this nigga grew up and hated me. And that nigga went to jail. You feel me? And I raised this, nurtured this man, and he went completely left. So when he do that, I'm supposed to just turn my back on my kid. I ain't supposed to go see him in jail. I ain't supposed to. I can help him, but I'm not, because he a lost cause. Like, you feel me? Is that how it's supposed to be? Hell no. Niggas is rocking and rolling with their fucking kids and their family till the wheels fall off. Some people, a lot of people, fuck that. So it's a lot of people hate their family, but most people, niggas is rocking and rolling with their kids. If he fuck up, nigga, I will at least come see you in jail at the minimum. Your mama. If don't nobody fuck with you, man, it's gonna be your fucking mama. It's gonna be that one person. God damn it, that one person. If you ain't got that one person, most of them people dead, because they probably unalived themselves. So if you still here, nigga, you probably got one motherfucker. One. Your grandma, your mama. You get what I'm saying? A motherfucker who would never turn their back on you. I don't give a fuck how ignorant, how much dumb shit you do. Even if you fuck over them, they there. Because they got the strength to bear the weight of your ignorance. And even if you don't become more intelligent, if it take you 10 years, they gonna be there. 20 years, they gonna be there. 30 years, they gonna be there. Shit, they gonna do it till they die. Cause that's the type of person that they want to be for you. They ain't doing it cause they want you to get better. They ain't doing it cause they got a life in mind where, when he get better, boy, he gonna help me. I'm gonna get to live in such a good world when he fix himself. They ain't doing it cause of that. They doing it cause they wanna be that. They don't give a fuck what you give them. They don't got your back because they want something from you. They ain't giving you shit because they want you to return the favor. Nigga, your grandma, your mama, your kids, whoever. They rocking and rolling with you because that's what they want to do. It's always that one person you can fuck over, nigga, and they still gonna be there every time. You feel me? Because they ain't doing it expecting something. They ain't doing it because, if I make him a good person, the world I live in gonna be great in 30 years. No, you might fucking be nice to him for 30 years and he might blow the whole world up. Nigga, what? You feel me? So guess what? It's like when it come to racists and shit, it's like this. Them people might never change. They might die racist. But we gotta have the intelligent. It's not just racism. It's racism, hate, violence, all that shit. We have to have the intelligence to see the ignorance in the actions that others around us do and not judge them for that. You know what prison's supposed to be? Prison is supposed to be us coming together to say, hey man, brother Leroy looking like he having trouble living in society. There's something missing. How you know? Well, he just killed a woman. We got him locked up in jail. Oh, who locked him up? Oh, it was us. We were the 2 arresting officers. Oh, okay. Yeah, he seems like there's something off. He murdered this lady And it was like this, and this. Okay. So we go to court, right? And the judge is like, hey, so what's going on? Well, yeah, Your Honor, it's looking like he killed such and such. Everybody in the court, the judges, the lawyers, the jurors, we all should be coming together. It's supposed to be us coming together to assess and look at what a person has done. After we done, prove that they done did it or whatever, we assess what they've done. And it's not us agreeing to send them to fucking boot camp. It's us agreeing to send them somewhere to get what they need. If you lock up a motherfucker that's starving, he robbed and killed somebody because he needed money for something or whatever. He wanted money and he wanted a better life. We lock him up for doing that. And we think the problem is just the way he think. But the problem is that he within himself was capable and willing, because his life got hard, he wanted to bring that pain to somebody else for himself. The problem ain't the murder. The problem is that you were willing within yourself, because you didn't have enough, because your family was hungry, you were willing to take from another family. You don't want people that don't kill people. You want people that look at all others the same way they look at their family. That's a motherfucker ain't gonna kill. You ain't gonna kill nobody that you identify with. So if you had that aspect of life, that understanding, and you understood yourself in such a profound way, even if your life got hard, you would not want to take from no one else. Giving you money don't change that. I could have gave you $100,000 before you killed the lady, and you still would have been that person. I could give you a mansion and fix your whole life, and you will still be that person. You see what I'm saying? I could lock you up for life in prison, and you're still gonna be that person. You would still forgot about Cain. I don't even know what God said about Cain, but I'll pull up some he got one that's down here say evil. I'm gonna click on that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, we gotta have more people. Like, if we don't consciously evolve within ourselves, we take everything personally. It's people who have been fucked up their whole life. I'm talking about worst of the worst. Motherfucker never stood a chance. They had the hardest and worst life. I'm talking about, nigga, it was torture from childhood to adulthood. You didn't get no sense of freedom till they threw your ass on the streets, and we had to live with you out here in society. We'll see a person like that had no signs that they stood a chance at being a productive citizen, and they'll fuck up and do some wild shit, and we don't even see that shit. We just like, you should have knew better. How the fuck? Harriet Tubman said, I would have freed 1,000 more slaves if they knew they were slaves. How in the fuck do you expect a nigga who been a slave on a plantation for 21 years, you throw him into the free world as a free man on his first day, and you expect this nigga to not act like the first time he act like a slave, you send him back to slavery? Like, oh, nigga, you shouldn't have been thinking like that, like a slave. Like, what the fuck? Like, that don't even make sense. How the fuck does that help him? And how does that help society? That don't even make sense. You just sent the nigga back to slavery, and you just demonstrated this shit to kids. Like, how could you expect a person who, with their life circumstances, they are showing you the type of person they are before you. Their whole life has built them up to be this person. How the hell do you think on day one, a nigga who, you know what I'm saying? A nigga who grew up racist, around racist, in a world where racism was cool. This nigga's utterly racist. And you just think that shit on day, he been racist for 50 years, and then on day 50, on year 51, he just supposed to like drop all that. You can't name nothing that you've been doing from your whole childhood that you would drop right now. If I told you, hey, drop whatever that is you believe in. I don't know what you believe or what you think. Just take that one thing. If you smoke weed, drop it right now, forever. Just do it. Hell no. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, this shit don't even work like that. Like, you would take a nigga who been raped and beat and fucked up his whole life. And then when the nigga finally go rob a bitch and probably rape a bitch, it's like, we ain't gonna throw him. We ain't gonna make prison as a place that actually helps people. You just gonna throw him in a fucking hellhole and then leave him and then be like, that'll teach him. No, it won't. That nigga gonna come home and rape somebody else. He gonna come on like, nigga, that like, the human consciousness don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, say home, let me know if I talk too much. I'm enjoying. Nah, you good. I ain't really looking as often, but I'm watching. I see it. Like, I'm catching you though, bro. I'm got my YouTube and shit. He said, man, you still alive? I done went to work and everything. We in this bitch. But yeah, hell no, my nigga, like, that shit crazy. We ain't even doing, like, we ain't trying to actually change the world. You know what niggas is doing? We are actually doing right, doing good, because we want to live in this world. Nigga, we need to live like this. I don't give a fuck. Harriet Tubman was freeing slaves, not because if I free these slaves, I'm going to get to live in a world with no slavery. No, the world was racist as fuck when she died. But she wasn't doing that shit for her. She was doing it for the future. The people who gonna live after her. She did it for us. She freed the slaves because somebody needed to do it. Somebody had to do it. Even if they knew by the time you die, racism still gonna be alive as hell. But that didn't stop her. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we like fucking... We can't live like this. Somebody gotta live. Somebody has to be a mother to all of these ignorant children in the world. And when I say children, nigga, I'm talking about adults and kids. Somebody has to be a mother to these billions of ignorant people in the world. And even if you a man or a woman, you can have a mother's love for these people. Somebody has to have a love of a parent for all of these people while they are in their ignorance. Not because we want to change the world and man, one day, ooh, if I have love for everybody, one day when I get older, I might get to live in a world where black people ain't hated or some shit. I don't give a fuck. I'ma live this way. And even if on my deathbed, nigga, they say, if I say, how much racism is left in the world, brother? And he say, a lot. I'ma just be like, oh, fuck. Well, at least I did my part to... At least it ain't as much as it would have been if I wouldn't have did what I did. Damn. Because I ain't doing it for me. I'm planting seeds in the ground. And I ain't going to never get to see the tree that grow. You know? I ain't going to never get to see the fruit grow off this bitch. I'm planting these seeds for them babies. For our grandbabies. For our kids and our uncles and aunties. Great aunties, the nigga who living in 2150 that don't even know me. He 98 years old. He 50 years old. He 10 years old. The year is 2150. All the 5-year-olds and 20-year-olds and 40-year-olds and 60-year-olds that's gonna exist in that fucking time. We need to do that shit for them. Cause we passed the point of changing. It took hundreds of years to fuck up the world like this. This shit ain't gonna be fixed in 10 years. Over. It ain't gonna just miraculously be fixed in 30 years, 50 years, 100 years. So the odds of us living to see this shit change is minimal. It could happen, but the chances are 1 in infinity. Shit. So we shouldn't be doing it because we hope that we could change the world so we could live better. No, nigga, we need to be living like this so that our kids that's going to live after us, they live better. So they have a better understanding of life. So they understand life in a more profound way. So they don't look at intelligence as just remembering shit from a book and spitting it out on another book. You know what I'm saying? So that they understand themselves beyond their body. So that they don't identify with their sexuality. So that they don't identify with their race. So that they don't identify with their country or their family or their friends. So that the next generation of kids can identify with all life on the planet. Because if you got politicians in 70 years from now who identify with every human in their country, every human on earth, nigga, they gonna make decisions that benefit everybody. And you ain't gotta teach this nigga how to treat people equally. You know why we gotta teach police and other people how to how to treat people fairly? Because they don't identify with you, nigga. Anybody you identify with, you love naturally. So if we make sure these future politicians that's walking around this bitch, goo-goo and gaga and at our ass today, if we want the president of the United States to give a fuck more about his people in his country and around the world than he do his, if we want the president of the future to care about the other people just as much as he care about his fucking family and his political dreams, we need to create that nigga today. A president that's selfish like all of our society, who I love my kids more than I love them kids. I love my fucking mama more than I love that nigga over there. If we raise a future president in that society, that nigga gonna grow up in 70 years, however, and watch. He gonna be just like the niggas we got today. He gonna care a little bit more for his career than he ain't gonna do shit if he was faced with a choice that would help the world, but it would ruin his career. That nigga gonna pick his career. Cause he didn't grow up in a world learning anything that would lead him to the other option. You know what I'm saying? If you want the police of the future to give a fuck about all people, to treat all people fairly, you don't need to teach grown ass men how to love a motherfucker. That don't even make sense. You need to raise these babies to look at fucking their brothers and sisters the same way, to look at a stranger the same way he look at his brother and sister. He need to love the bitch at the Walmart register the same way he love your ass as his mama. He need to love the nigga walking down the street that he don't know the same way he love his daddy. Stop teaching people selective love and shit. That's the problem, nigga. That's why the government ain't bad. It's the niggas that run the government. The system in America ain't bad. It's the niggas that run the system. All of us is only out for our own self-interest. From the poorest nigga to the richest nigga. Where you think these billionaires is coming from? You think they just getting created? You feel me? You think that, why you think every billionaire we get is greedy? Nigga, them people is coming from our society. He was a regular nigga at one point. Just an average human. And he got money. He already thought this way. If I go pick a random person right now out of society and get that nigga $300 billion, he gonna be just like everybody else. The fuck? Because the chances of me grabbing a selfish motherfucker who has selective love and he look at his family a little more than he look at your family. He care about his a little more than yours. The chances of me getting a nigga like that versus a nigga like a fucking holy man or fucking Jesus or some shit is hot in a bitch. I will grab a selfish nigga before I grab a selfless nigga, and it's random. That's what I'm saying, bro. You feel me? The reason why we keep the people who run this society grew up in this society. So if you don't like the people of this society, the problem is the people in the goddamn society. Not just the rich niggas, not just the police. It is everybody. The poor people are selfish as fuck. The rich people are selfish as fuck. The doctors are selfish. The lawyers are selfish. The police are fucking selfish. Everybody loves their own little group more than they love the other group. All of them. So that's why when you pick any person from any group and make him a politician, he garbage. If you pick any person from any group and make him a police, he garbage. You pick any person from any group and make him a billionaire, he garbage. You pick any nigga from any group and make him a motivational speaker, he garbage. Because all these little groups, the politicians, the rich man, the black man, the white man, the Mexican, the fucking Spanish, all these fucking groups of people that we all keep identifying with off base little limited shit. Pick one person from any group. The chances that you grab a selfish motherfucker is high as hell because this country was built off giving a fuck about others less than you give a fuck about yourself and your people. It was built off this shit. Society teaches us not to trust people in fear of being hurt by others. And you know why? What's hurt? They identified with their body. So they scared that you gonna harm this. Shit, nigga. Shit. Hey, once again, I ain't arguing whether Jesus lived or not. But in the story of Jesus, a nigga got hung on a goddamn cross and it was fucking pain is natural of the body. We just watched a nigga die on purpose. When you done rose above your identification with your body and your senses, shit, pain just happened. Man, it's niggas that meditate in India right now. They sit in pits of fire. They skin don't burn. They just get in it's called a fire bath. Niggas will sit in flames. And they cool. Pain is normal. Pain happens. But when you have transcended your physicality, shit, even pain can't disrupt you, nigga. Pain can't ruin your focus. Even the pain of fucking heat. Your skin ain't even. Niggas sit down and meditate in the Himalayan mountains, in the snow, with no clothes on. But they bodies stay warm as fuck. Niggas have transcended their physicality. So even when they meditate in freezing temperatures, butt naked, they not freezing. They body's still warm. Crazy shit, but real shit. People are identified with their physicality. So the fear of suffering happens. They don't know how to live joyfully free from this shit. So they have to avoid life so that they don't suffer. Because if you go over there and have to have a conversation with that person, you gonna suffer. Because you don't have the ability to not do it. So in order to not suffer, you have to avoid life. You have to avoid that person. Because talking to him is going to make you suffer. But talking to him is going to cause you to make yourself suffer. And you don't know how to not do that. So instead of fixing yourself, you just going to run away from him. I'm going to avoid him. I'm going to avoid going to public places because social anxiety makes me suffer. Since I don't know how to fix me, I'm going to just avoid life. And that's how we live. Everybody, from the fucking poorest nigga to the richest nigga walking around this bitch. Shit, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I ain't fucking... Y'all know what it is, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how we live. How long we been on stream? 2 hours, 51 minutes? What you got going? But yeah, man. Yeah, bro. That's all I'm saying, my nigga. But look, let's click on this. Y'all get your boy. Fuck that. One day I'm gonna talk in the public. Niggas I ain't just y'all see me. I ain't the nigga always dropping a goddamn opinion. This how I live. This is experience. I'm talking like this because this how I live. Like I ain't preaching belief or nothing. This is how I live. This is how I live my life, and this is why I live my life this way. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it don't, I mean, hey, you good. I promise you. Evil. The satanic force. Remember, we already looked at what Satan means. Satanic force that obscures God's omnipresence in creation, manifesting as inharmonies in man and nature. Also, a broad term defining anything contrary to divine law, see dharma, that causes man to lose consciousness of his essential unity with God, and that obstructs attainment of God realization. It's basically, this is also describing, watch this. Let me go find Dharma. This is describing the material world. It's literally the material world. It's fucking these stimulants being stimulated through substances, nerves by sex, taste by food, smells by scents by flowers. People are so indulged in stimulation of the five senses that niggas don't even look at trees. Niggas will drive 3 miles and miss everything other than the road. Like a nigga won't even glance at a tree and say, damn, that's a tree. Like niggas is really caught up in this fucking game of material life so heavily that the idea of God, of the infinite that permeates and exists within all of material creation, that shit is invisible. It's completely fucking invisible because nigga, you can't see it because you ain't never, for one, niggas ain't never stopping to look at shit. So yeah, nah, dharma, let's look at that. From Sanskrit root di, to uphold or support, often translated simply as religion or righteousness. is a comprehensive term for the natural laws and eternal verities, I think, that uphold the divine order of the universe and of man. A miniature universe. Sankhya philosophy thus defines true religion as those immutable principles that protect man permanently from the threefold suffering of disease, unhappiness, and ignorance. India's vast body of Vedic teachings are amassed under the umbrella term Sanatana Dharma, eternal religion, eternal principles of righteousness that uphold all the creation, uphold all creation. Man's inherent duty to live in harmony with these principles. If you don't live in harmony with gravity, what the fuck gonna happen? Come on, try it. Jump off a building with nothing, just your bare body, and say fuck living in harmony. Push against reality in any way, and the ground gonna push against your ass, and you ain't gonna be here. Living in harmony, we can go. That's a harsh example. We can go with a more subtle example. Don't live in harmony. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the bugs. Fuck the animals. Animals, I treat them less than myself. You know what I'm saying? Even in the slightest way. As that be your karma, it'll still manifest in your life in a small way, but it still matches, dharma, because if you build a house without obeying the laws of nature and physics, that bitch gonna fall, and it's gonna fall with you in that motherfucker. Drive a car and say fuck science. That bitch gonna blow up or wrap around a goddamn tree. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, come on now. Oh, let me look at my fucking comments. Is the page you're on free or do I gotta pay? Where is this? Oh, it's right here. Look. Fuck. Which one I grab? Okay, here. You see it? Look right there at the top. Ah, there you go. You see it? You see the link? To live is to suffer, to survive is to find meaning in the suffering. One of my most beliefs is that we will live our lives as experiencing every perspective is the only way. Experiencing every perspective is the only way to ever truly come to understand. Society is actively built to keep us as far away as possible from mindfulness. I definitely got you on that shit. DM'd. I've killed hella. Damn, I've killed hella pup. Goddamn. Why did you stop singing, bro? What the fuck? I was reading this shit. That's so funny. Goddamn, that's crazy. Real talk, man. How long we been on here? I'm gonna hit 3 hours and then I'm gonna hop up off this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, man. I'm talking. I'm having one of them relationship things. I'm here. I'm here. Your brother said stop harassing me. Shit, he said stop harassing me, but you got it right. I told her you said that, man. But yeah, y'all know. Shit, fuck you talking about. Look, hey, let y'all pick one of these. We're gonna read one more and then I'm gonna hop up off it because I gotta get ready to go to the store and shit. I gotta drop this video on YouTube for sure. So y'all pick one of these. What you got? You got Yogi, Swami, Vedas, Yoga. Ooh, that's a good one. Self-realization, ether, egotism, God, guru, gospels, cosmic consciousness. Which one of these y'all want me to see? That nigga say clickbait title. No shit. Y'all niggas was really looking for some dogs fucking raw. Oh, you gonna hate that next title then for sure, my nigga. Cause that next one gonna be big. When I'm streaming, I can put the title as whatever for that shit. I like that. I can't do my videos like that because YouTube be bullshitting. They don't like paying you when you got certain shit in the titles and you say certain shit. But bitch, I can stream. I don't even monetize no streams. I just do this shit cause out the gate. So fuck it. Self-realization. Paramahansa Yogananda has defined self-realization as the knowing in body, mind, and soul that we are one with the omnipresence of God, that we do not have to pray, that it comes to us, that we are not merely near it at all times, but that God's omnipresence is our omnipresence, that we are just as much a part of Him now as we ever will be. All we have to do is improve our knowing. Increase your perception and you can witness it for yourself within yourself. You just gotta perceive it, my nigga. My nigga. Hey, man, put my shit on the charger. That bitch dead. Put my shit on the charger. Yeah, that's my phone, kid. That's why I'm really getting off here, y'all. Both my phones finna die. The 7 on the SE on 9% on fucking 9%, and we ain't got but 2 charges because somebody fucking broke a block. Oh, you say you'll break my block. Ignorant ass nigga. But look, I'm finna get up off here before this phone die, and I can't say goodbye to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I'm out. I hope y'all enjoy this shit, man. This fucking yoga got me going crazy. I've been streaming this shit. I ain't locked in with my videos. That's why I've been focusing on this shit, but I've been having so much energy lately, bro, since I got initiated and been doing my shit steadily. That shit was hard as fuck, them practices in the beginning. But it's so much it's like such a fucking strong practice that when I turn my focus away from streaming, I'm gonna still be streaming. But when I focus on my videos, when I just hone in and be like I did with this shit over the past 4 days, man, I'm telling you, nigga, when I say, cuz we gonna hit 1 million subscribers before next summer.